responding to a letter from the Missouri Attorney General's office demanding a plan to combat crime and drug activity at the low-income housing building. Their response, they're closing. The European Union is accusing Meta of breaching social media laws by designing Facebook and Instagram to be addictive. President Trump says Iran wants to talk more about ending the war.
On social media, the president writes Tehran asked to keep talking, and his administration agreed just 2 days ago.
I'm not sure I want to make a deal with him. We can play games, but I'm not sure I want to make a deal. Let's just finish the job.
This morning, he says the U.S. has told Iran in no uncertain terms the ceasefire is over. It's unclear how productive more talks aimed at ending the war can be, given the Strait of Hormuz's uncertain status, and that more attacks could undermine any commitments made during negotiations. Sagar Meghani at the White House.
The Dow from Stifel's up 139 points to 52,626. Stalled vehicle 55 north at McNutt. Stalled vehicle, that's a crash on 55 north at McNutt. It's a stalled vehicle, 70 going west at 141 in the left lane.
Partly sunny skies and 89 for the high on this Friday afternoon, and we'll keep an eye out for a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms, but they look fairly limited. Tonight, cloudy skies, not much around during the evening, but scattered showers and thunderstorms returning, mainly late night 73. Let's get into the weekend. Saturday, partly sunny and 87 with a couple of showers and thunderstorms, but that action will be fading. Saturday night, partly cloudy and 70, and Sunday, partly sunny, 87. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family. Wish America a very happy 250th as America celebrates its 250th anniversary. Steve Butts and everyone at Crawford Butts Insurance extend their heartfelt wishes for a safe and joyous 4th of July celebration. For generations, Crawford Butts has been proud to serve the community. Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. Right now, cloudy sky, 87 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Good afternoon, St. Louis. DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Friday to everybody. And happy 10th anniversary to Rachel Zimmerman. 10 years tomorrow that she's been on the DGS. So we're celebrating today. We got some food coming in from King and I, a couple other surprises along the way. So, Rach, congratulations, honey.
Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you so much. Can't believe it's been 10 years. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe I've been doing this show since I was 14 years old.
I know, right? I plugged you out of 9th grade.
No, I was 24 when I started, though, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
10 years.
We have a good percentage of our show from Lewis and Clark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Half of it.
Yeah.
Half it.
Yeah. Everyone on the stream should give Rach a lot of love today. So how's it feel?
Feels crazy. Because it has been basically my entire adult life. I don't think my
What a way to spend it.
Don't think my frontal lobe was fully developed
Clearly not.
when I first started working on this show. Yeah, it's just wild because on one hand it feels like 10 years, like it does feel like it's been. I'm having a hard time like I obviously remember my life before the show, but it's just been such a huge part of my life for a decade. But it feels so much shorter than that, too. Like, 10 years doesn't feel right at all.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking a lot about just the privilege of being on this show. And what we do is so cool. Like, just being on the radio is cool, right? But then being on this show, there's just been so many opportunities and so many people I've met and so many cool things that I've gotten to do because of the DGS. And I just feel very, very grateful. I know that I have a little bit of an unusual life because this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
And just thinking about the past 10 years being memorialized on the radio, like that's crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Like the past 10 years of my life, every weekday I talked for about 4 hours and other people could hear it.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
I remember back when, I'm not sure how soon it was after you started, but I loved the era when you and Tony Colombo would do the show previews every day.
Yeah.
Do the videos.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I always enjoyed that.
I have a bunch of pictures on my phone of that time.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's been like a bunch of cast changes, and there's been so many things that have changed in the world over 10 years. I actually
no
have
kidding.
like, if we want to do like a flashback Friday later of the past 10 years, I have some fun stuff we can talk about. But yeah, no, it's very wild to think about, and I do take it for granted sometimes because it is just every day.
Yeah, it's your job.
But there's also plenty of times where I don't take it for granted, and I don't take it lightly. And I am just very, very grateful for the past 10 years.
Well, we're grateful to have you. Here's to another 10 years. And then I'm out.
Also, if
it's your show.
anybody, I should say now, if anybody chats in the chat without saying congratulations, Rachel, to
You're
start
gone.
it, you will get timed out.
You're gone for good.
I'm gonna start with Craig here.
You and Craig.
I'm out.
Craig, no, Craig is being so nice.
He was
fun.
being so nice.
He'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay, so Craig actually, before he just got put in a timeout, brought up the COVID era where it was just us in the building.
Crazy.
All we did was play games all day.
Yep.
I mean, it was a really fun time. But it's interesting to bring up COVID because I was thinking of this before the show. I've done more of the show post-COVID than I did pre-COVID,
Right.
which that doesn't feel right because the time before definitely feels longer. But I don't know. It's like the past 6 years have sped up a lot.
Yeah. Casey says all the Halloween specials. You've
Yes,
been to a
yes.
lot of haunted houses. What was your first one?
First one was the Fox Theater. That
Oh,
was
that
my
was a bad
first
one.
year. Yeah, that wasn't our best
That
one.
wasn't our best work.
The next year we did Mineral Springs,
I remember
which was
that one.
extremely fun.
That was
Yeah.
a great one.
I think the year after that was like a haunted house, which like undisclosed location.
Yeah.
Then we did the Sally House.
Good memory.
Yeah. Then COVID hit, and we haven't done as many since.
Yeah.
But no, we got some good Halloweens in there.
We need to go back to Sally House.
Yeah, that was
Well,
fun.
you know, we have a certain in there now.
What's that?
Did I tell you about this?
No.
Okay, we'll talk about it on the break so we can keep it nice and secret.
Okay. How do you not tell me about a secret in at the Sally House?
I thought you knew before I did.
Oh,
Well,
maybe.
it's okay. It's okay. I just found out the other day, so it's not like haven't been keeping secrets for long.
We know one of the ghosts. Thank you
I
to
started
everyone on the
dating
stream
one of
who's
the
being so
ghosts.
nice. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. You're a huge part of the show.
The COVID era was I was thinking about that the other day too for whatever reason. It was so weird because I didn't say this too much. I think I said it on the air a couple times, but I was certain I was not going to survive like the worst of the pandemic. And so it was weird like coming to work, and that was like a fun era in a lot of ways because no one was in the building but us. Nobody had to work except us. But we still had to come in every day, and so we tried to make the most of it and do fun stuff to take people's minds off of it. And the whole time in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, it's probably going to be any day now.
Luckily, you were wrong.
Mattel says, congrats,
I thought
Rachel.
you guys would think that was funnier. Sorry.
Here's to all the teachers who told you that you would never get paid to talk for a living.
Let me just say this because I'm like, I just want to make sure to say this today, and I don't want the show to slip away without being able to say it. I do want to obviously thank you, Dave, because I was 24 when you hired me. You were definitely taking a chance, but I think it's worked out. I think we've had a great working relationship, but when I say like this show in particular has given me so many opportunities, it's been because it's your show and you are who you are and you have your connections, and you just always brought me in and treated me like family, and it's just been very. I don't know where I would be.
Cry.
Well, I don't know where I would be if I hadn't started working on this show 10 years ago. I really don't know. Like it could have went a million different ways. I'm pretty happy with my life and where I'm at and where I've landed. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I also want to say thank you to our listeners because, 10 years is a long time. 4 hours a day is a long time for 10 years. And I've had good moments. I've had a lot of bad moments on the show, too. I've had a lot of times where I've conducted myself in a way where it's like, yeah, that wasn't my best self. And the fact that people can listen to those moments and take that with a grain of salt and just kind of like see me as a whole person. Sure, there's still plenty of people out there who's like, she's still not my cup of tea. And that's fine. You know, that is your right to feel that way. But the fact that people can hear me at a bad moment and still like me and still want to listen to me and still accept me as a part of the show, that really means the world to me too. And we do have the best listeners. Just the amount of people who reach out, the amount of people that donate to charity and show up, and when there's like a volunteer opportunity, I don't take the audience lightly at all. I am just very, very grateful that the past 10 years have been here.
Yeah, I don't think, I would never make the claim like it's the greatest radio show and I'm the greatest host and it's the greatest this. I can't imagine another show that is truly more family than us between us and with the listeners. It's just every time I meet a listener out, it's like they always say, like, I feel like I'm talking to my best friend and you've never met me.
Well, and I worked at the radio station because we've been on 2 radio stations now, but the first one, I worked there for years. And the whole time I was like, I want to be on DGS. Like, I hope I get to be on DGS someday. And then it happened. I was able to be on the show, and it's been really, really amazing.
How about all the live shows? And that's a pretty great opportunity.
Those have been really fun.
This has been really fun.
We have always said that if you weren't on this show, Rachel, you'd probably be in prison. Seemed like the most.
Those are things we say when she's not here.
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, maybe I really don't know. I'm not saying like I'd be
Mexican
in the gutter,
prison, locked
but
up.
I don't know what I would be doing if I hadn't been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah,
and this was, I mean, when I started working in radio, this was the goal, and I've gotten to do this.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. If it all went away tomorrow, like I hope it doesn't, but if it did, I would be very proud of what I got to do.
This is when we sliding doors like flash sideways to Rachel, and she's like an A-list actress, billionaire.
No, it's like I was saying to Nick last night. We went to the ball game and we were walking back, and I said I don't want this to sound like self-congratulatory. But I said, proud's the wrong word, but it's so cool that I've had 26 years, Andrew's had 15, you've had 10, where our literal job is to like observe life and dig around and find the interesting nuggets, and especially the funny nuggets, and present them to the audience and then get their energy back. And it has made life more palatable for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what means most to me is when, because you do lose sight of that. It's like, we're just coming in, we're having fun, or we're not having fun, but we're still doing the show.
Yeah.
When people reach out and they say like, hey, you got me through a hard time.
Yes.
That's like incomprehensible. to me.
Incomprehensible.
It's really hard to wrap my mind around that. It's extremely humbling to hear something like that and go like, whoa, so what we're doing is making a difference, even if it's in one person's life, like that. That really, really means the world.
One of the things we talk about most on this show, without even really acknowledging our part in it, is that there are so many ways for people to spend their time now.
Oh, my God.
And we always talk about, like, I never watch anything on Netflix because I go to watch something and there's just too much stuff and I get paralyzed by choice. And so, like, people saying, like, oh, yeah, instead of listening to music or any other podcast or watching the show or whatever, I listen to you guys. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
I
like Jim Kirkwood says, congrats to Rachel. She adds such a smart softness. That's great. Yeah,
That's really
true.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Everyone's being so nice. But yeah, it was July 11th and 7-11. I always say it was my lucky day. And it was. I'm very lucky to be here. Very happy.
We're very lucky to have you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I had other stuff I wanted to say, and I'm like, no, I can't remember it.
Got 3.5 hours. We can keep talking about it. Okay, what are we gonna do today besides celebrate Rach? At 2 p.m. we have Sue. 2:30 we have Bernie. 3 o'clock we have Alvin. 4 o'clock we have Mahee. We'll be talking maybe not politics. We try not to on Fridays, but, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because I've had so many different cast members over 26 years, and they're all special to me. And the teams were, like I can go through and go like, oh yeah, we had the producer Tom era and Pigpen and Coop and and sometimes my brain's faltering a little already, and so sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, I forgot about this or that. But 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, 26 years, something like 6,000 shows, 24,000 hours, like it's something.
It is.
It's something.
Oh, I remembered what I wanted to say.
Yeah, take it away.
So we obviously have a lot of fun on this show, and I always say to you, Dave, like we have had more funny moments that we've forgotten than like most people
Ever
get to
have.
Yeah, like there's so much stuff that's happened that I wish I could remember, but it's been 10 years and it's been kind of nonstop, like fun moments at times. But one thing I'm really grateful for is the skills I've been able to develop over the past 10 years, just being live with you every day and doing a show every day. I feel so comfortable in my skin now, as opposed to like, you remember a couple of years ago, I would come to you, I'd be like, I don't feel comfortable on the air. The switch to KMOX messed with my mind for some reason. I felt like the audience was different. I felt like I didn't know my place on this station. I don't feel that way anymore. I do feel like I can like swing free and be myself. And I feel good about where I'm at on the air. And that's because I've been doing this for so long and I've got to be on like this really creatively free show. And like, I've never come to you and been like, I want to try something. And you've never told me no. Like you never have. You've always let me just be myself. And I feel really, really lucky. And for all of those funny moments, I think some of my favorite days too, it might sound weird, but some of my favorite days are like when stuff's hitting the fan and it's breaking news and we just kind of have to go. And there have alongside all of the fun, there's been all of these serious things that have happened in the world. And so much of it we covered together live on the air. And that's really, really cool to think about. So yeah, once again, just very grateful. Thank you guys for letting me be here. Thank you guys for being so nice on the stream.
Well, we have a long way to go, so don't tune out. We have a couple surprises along the way to celebrate Rach. Let me tell you guys about Dr. Matt Bays of Bays Sports Medicine. And let me just put in a plug for the people I plug. We couldn't do a week, much less 26 years of covering, 9/11 and COVID and having fun and being stupid and being free and creative and making mistakes without the advertisers. So thanks to everyone who's ever written a check to DGS. Doc is a sports doctor. He's a former college athlete. He's been the sports doctor for several high schools and colleges. He's a great guy. He's a really good friend of mine. And he exists because people get injured. And it could be sports, obviously, but maybe it's a car accident. Maybe it's a slip and fall. Maybe you're my age and you just forgot something in the other room. You turned around and your knee goes out. Whatever it is, go see Dr. Bays. He can diagnose it. He can treat it. He does stem cell injections. He does more conventional therapies and treatments. And he has the most commitment to customer service I've ever seen from a doctor. You're not going to sit and languish in his waiting room because he knows you're injured and you're in pain and you're uncomfortable and scared. He's going to get you in. 636-735-3003, BaysSportsMed.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Let me tell you one of the reasons I think we became the largest injury firm in the world, and it's not even close. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My wife and I had a plan early on. In our firm, our lawyers only work on certain types of cases. Our products liability and dangerous drug lawyers only work on those cases. Same for car crashes, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and insurance disputes. Our thinking is for these lawyers to focus on one area of the law and live it and breathe it. Power comes from knowledge. Many lawyers do everything, jack of all trades. Not us, and we don't charge an hourly rate. You only pay us if we win. If you want to hire us, it's easy. Dial Pound Law on your cell phone, pound 529, or visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer from the comfort of your own home. Let us get to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You know, most sellers put their home on the market and they just wait to see what happens. Well, I'm Kevin Wheeler, and I'm here with Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. And Gloria, is there a better way to sell?
There is. Instead of listing your home the traditional way and hoping for the right buyer, I can get you up to 8 competitive cash offers right from the start. That means you're not guessing what your home might sell for. You're looking at the real offers and choosing the one that works the best for you. It also helps you to set the right price and create stronger demand if you decide to go to market. It gives you control, leverage, and a clear path forward before you accept just any offer. And remember, I'll guarantee to sell your home at 100% of the market value, or I'll pay you the difference.
Before you sell your home, see what your options are. Call the one that I trust. That's Gloria Liu, 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. That's GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
One city, one voice. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. If you're watching on the stream, yes, I just did a wardrobe change because I was pitted out.
The shirt looks nice on the stream.
Yeah, it does.
Looks wonderful. Hey, shout out to our buddy Matt Chambers from KMOV. He just texted.
Hey, what's up, Matt? Matt owes me money.
You're always saying that.
I know. People always owe me money. I love Matt.
He's awesome.
I want to live with Matt. I want to get an apartment, just the two of us. Manhattan Beach, California. Go out to eat a lot. I'm excited.
Why are you excited?
You know, food, stuff like that.
I know. No, it's a fun day. Yeah, I had to keep telling myself to focus and get work done before the show because I was just like, having a fun day, 10 years. Wait, do your work.
You did keep saying that. I was like, what are you digging ditches over there? What are you doing?
But I mean, I do show prep that I need to make sure is done before the show.
Yeah.
Who else is going to write fast food news?
Yeah, I don't want the whole show to just be about this, but Rach, as you guys can tell, is the glue, the backbone, the spine. Like, you can tell when Rach is gone. The show is still fun and funny, but it's gelatinous. It just sort of like goes everywhere. And so I really appreciate you bringing some professionalism and some maturity to the show.
I like to think of myself as the mom, kind of.
Yeah, very much. No, I tell you and Wheeler all the time, you are the ones who should have gone to law school. Like, you're so smart and so insightful. I forget who I was talking to. I'll remember in a minute. But someone I was talking to the other day about the show, and they're talking about you, and they said she just has this talent for giving concise analysis that just wraps it into a bubble. And that this person said, like, I almost always either agree with her or she brings me over to her side just through, like, this linear intelligence.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
And for every time I do that, I also fail at that, too. That's important to keep in mind, but that is an incredibly kind thing to say.
Welcome to the DGS. Tell you guys about Mosby Building Arts. Isn't it crazy, Rach? Like, you went to Lewis and Clark to do radio, and now you're on one of the biggest shows in the modern era of radio on KMOX.
I know.
Right?
And KMOX reaches 44 states, by the way.
Yeah, people in the evenings listen to the DGS reruns. Mm-hmm. Cool. And I say that because it's a big deal to me to have Mosby Building Arts as a client because they're the best of the best. Any room in your house you want to remodel, they can do it. They're great at outdoor spaces. They're doing a freebie summer right now. This month, they are featuring basements and decks. And here's the deal. If you do a basement refinish with us, you're going to get all of the flooring for free. If you like the flooring that you have, you can take 5% off your basement project. Similar thing for decks. We're going to give you all of the deck lighting. If you've seen any like current decks, my deck's pretty old. We don't have any lighting. But if I were going to do that, all the lighting would be free. Or again, you can take 5% off your project. Not going to be the lowest bid. We're going to be the most fair bid. And by the time all the dust settles, I don't think you're going to pay us a dime more than you would anyone else. But we're going to take good care of you. 314-909-1800. Call Mosby.com.
Who's been talking about St. Louis sports since 1985? Bernie Nicholas.
One thing I can absolutely swear to about Ali Marmol, Ali welcomes being challenged. You're a fan and there's something that he does that bugs you, tell it to him directly. You don't have to hide behind some stupid name. You don't have to be a coward. Just ask him directly.
Bernie Nicholas. Hear what he has to say on the voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen. And oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live. And you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast, sponsored by McKelvey Homes.
We will keep our eyes out for a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go through our Friday afternoon, but the action is limited. Otherwise, partly sunny and 89. Tonight, clouds dominate. I think the evening is okay with more scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly late night 73. The weekend, Saturday, partly sunny, 87 with a couple of showers and thunderstorms, but that action should be fading going through the day Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny, 87. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
McKelvey Homes is breaking ground on something new in O'Fallon, Strawberry Farms. When McKelvey builds something, they do it right. Visit McKelvey Homes to schedule a tour at Strawberry Farms in O'Fallon. Visit McKelveyHomes.com today and move up to McKelvey.
Bill, that's a big smile for an old politician.
I'm thinking about our plan. It's slick enough to make a lobbyist blush. First, we hoodwink voters with Amendment 5. Tell them it's a tax cut. Once they're hooked, we decide who pays the higher taxes.
So it's not a tax cut plan, and we don't get a say?
Right, just swaps who pays the tax, but it does remove 3 voter-passed taxpayer constitutional protections. That lets us levy new taxes on services, increase sales taxes, and even tax home sales. And voters will no longer get to vote on tax hikes.
Higher sales taxes on groceries, gas, service taxes on doctor visits, childcare, and even rent on apartments. Jeez. Taxes could exceed 20%.
Sure, they figure that up to 80% of taxpayers will pay more taxes. Many, hundreds more. Seniors, they'll get hit even harder, but our big donors will cut a fat hog.
The ones getting butchered by Amendment 5 are most taxpayers. I'm voting no on 5.
Paid for by Missourians for fair taxation.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Wheeler for FanDuel Sportsbook. And of course, FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of KMOX. Look, we are at the center of the soccer universe right now. It's not going to last forever. You got to get going if you want to have some fun with this. And on the world's biggest stage, FanDuel is changing the game because, look, sometimes when you've got some action on soccer, you're picking an individual player, and then late in the game, for some reason, that player gets subbed off, and then your bet goes off with them. But not with FanDuel Super Sub. If your player gets subbed out for any reason, injury, strategy, whatever, your bet stays in. So, yeah, if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on, and it just continues on with the substitute. It is that simple. So you're in it until the final whistle with FanDuel Sportsbook. All you have to do to have fun with all of this and join me in it is go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started, and then you can let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just remember that you have to be 21 or older and present in Missouri to play, and if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday. Happy Rachel Zimmerman 10th anniversary on the DGS. We'll be celebrating all day.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Dave's going to cry.
I'm on the edge.
I almost cried in the first segment.
We'll make you cry eventually.
I've gotten it together.
Want to do some flashback?
I would love to. July 10th, back in the day, 101 years ago, in 1925, the Scopes monkey trial began in Dayton, Tennessee. John Scopes was eventually found guilty of teaching evolution at a public school and fined $100.
Yeah, great movie, Inherit the Wind. You ever seen that?
I have not.
Is
it
should watch it.
When did that come out?
Like 50s,
Oh,
probably.
okay.
Yeah, Spencer Tracy plays Clarence Darrow.
Well, when did they start teaching evolution all the time in public schools?
That's a great question. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure how they did or why they did, how that happened. I don't know the no pun evolution of that.
62 years ago, in 1964, the Beatles released their album A Hard Day's Night. It includes their hits And I Love Her and Can't Buy Me Love.
Man, speaking of being a celebrity, when I was probably 8, I watched A Hard Day's Night, and in the opening, it's the Beatles running from a big gaggle of women, and I'm 8 years old, and I'm like, I'll take it. That's what I want to do. Here we are.
47 years ago, it was 1979, and Chuck Berry was sentenced to 4 months in prison for tax evasion. He underpaid $200,000.
Hey!
To interrupt this party, but I'm looking for Rachel.
Right here.
Oh my gosh, where do you want me to put this delectable thing next to?
Oh my goodness.
Right here, perfect. A delectable thing for a truly delectable angel right here. Rachel, I'm so excited because today is a very, very special day, Rachel. Today is your 10-year anniversary. And you know what? I don't need Dave to tell me that I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And when she's not playing tennis outside, she's watching Little House on the Prairie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I guess today it's your 10-year work anniversary. Rachel, 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 talking about Rachel, Rachel.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being such a light in this dreary place. I'm kidding. Oh, you guys are awesome.
I love your outfit so
Thank you.
much. Oh my gosh. Here,
Celebratory cupcake.
will you come stand over here so the people on the stream can
course.
see you a
Which
little
way?
bit?
Over here?
Here.
So let me introduce St. Louis to Joey Brooker.
Hello.
And Joey, great to meet you in person.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
so
too.
much.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Rach, we love you so much.
Oh, thank you
that
guys.
Joey just drove from Cape Girardeau today.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Just for you. So. We're celebrating. So.
Show her the cake. Yeah, share the cake.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
a wonderful cake for you to celebrate.
Well, you know, the closest, the quickest way to my heart is a cake. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous.
That's courtesy of MacArthur's.
That is gorgeous, and I love MacArthur's so much. Oh my gosh, thank you guys.
We're going to serve you.
Joy, come on over. Have a seat over here.
Of course.
Yeah.
Full of,
Absolutely. Let me put my tambourine down. That way
full
it
up a
doesn't,
camera for Joey.
Anyway.
This is so cool.
Would you like me to
Here.
sit right here? Or?
Yeah.
Perfect. Of course. Oh my gosh, I love hugs. Sorry if I smell like sweat a little bit.
So, big thank you to our best friend, Julie Lally.
Yes.
She introduced me to Joy, and I went and looked at her stuff, and she has like a gazillion followers on social media.
What's your handle so I can put it up here?
So on Instagram, it's just joy.brooker. TikTok, The Joy Brooker Show. It's just kind of Joy Brooker across all different platforms. It's pretty crazy to realize that I got here from doing telegrams.
How'd you get into this?
To be honest, I was broke, and things like shame and dignity are a luxury in this economy. No, but it was a few years ago. I needed like a side hustle, and I don't know where I remembered the idea from. Maybe from like an old timey movie. I've heard you're like an old timey movie fan.
Ask her favorite movie.
I'm like, well, he likes The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, which all I watched as a kid. Crazy. Never met another person who knows what that movie is.
Yeah.
But that I kind of leaned into that. I was like, I've always been kind of a more precocious child, so I thought it would be funny to do it for a Valentine's Day gig, and then it just kind of snowballed into what it is now. And then America's Got Talent called me, and Kelly Clarkson Show called me, and so it's been a crazy ride, truthfully.
How many of these have you done?
How many of these have I?
Yeah.
At this point, close to 1,000 probably.
Wow.
I'm trying to take stock of because I've been doing them for like 6 or 7 years now.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot. I've been all over the country doing these too.
Very cool.
So yeah, super fun.
Yeah, no, I was checking her out on TikTok last night, and like one video is funnier than the next. Like, you're really funny.
Thank you.
Which is like some people can like put on a costume or do some singing. Like, you're in the moment, really funny.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, what do you got if you can't laugh? You know? So.
Well, thank you so much for
Of
doing
course,
this.
Thanks, Dave.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Rachel, of course.
What a wonderful surprise.
Oh my gosh. I'm happy to be here. Seriously, happy to help you celebrate.
How's the drive?
Not
Wet?
too bad. Not as wet as I thought it was going to be. It seems like all the south places caught the worst of it. So, you know, I'm in kind of a spot where it's like there's enough around it to kind of catch all the weird wind and stuff. So I end up I'm on an elevated platform.
Are you a Cape girl?
No, I'm actually from Georgia. Originally, I'm from Dalton, Georgia. Shout out Dalton, carpet capital of the world,
Of
if
course.
anyone cares.
Everyone knows that.
Right, well, everyone knows that. Close to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and all those places, if you know. But, I mean, I've been in the Midwest since 2018. I've kind of fallen in love with it. You guys have your own special charm out here. Y'all are a lot more forward with communication. Southerners tend to be a little more passive aggressive. Y'all just put it out there, and I love that. That makes me happy. You know, I don't have to stress about what did you really mean. You know, you'll tell me. Also, the corn sweat is something else.
Sure. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all survive out here sometimes in the summer months.
So where do you want to take this? Where do you want to go?
So truthfully, this isn't even my real, well, I guess it's still a real gig, but on the weekends I play piano and sing. I do kind of a dueling pianos type
very
gig.
cool.
Yeah, in Cape Girardeau. I've got a show there August 22nd with Josh Abrams, and that's kind of my other thing. I take requests. I did some stand-up for a bit before I moved here. I lived in LA for a bit. So I kind of mushed all of those things together, all my strengths, and into kind of a one-woman type show.
Yeah.
So that I'm more of a musician, I guess, entertainer than anything else. So I kind of do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
You
kind of just do
cobble it
gigs
together.
You're right. You
Yeah.
gig. That's
Well, if you don't like that, how about this?
Literally that part. Well, I guess when you're ADHD, you know, you kind of have the luxury of being like, what do I feel like being today? I guess.
Well, Joy, I was going to ask you, like, well, how do you get yourself to this level on a day where maybe you're not feeling it? But now I'm kind of sensing like you're always feeling it.
So to be perfectly honest, there
there are some days I have like sobbed in my car and then within 5 minutes had to go in. Like when my cat died of cancer, the next day I had to go, and it was a guy, his last name was Roach, and I put on a Roach costume and I was like, while like crying inside. But to be honest, like no performer gets to have like I'm feeling like crap today. I'm going to take the day off. Like you don't really get to do that, So you just kind of learn to turn it off and on, which I think is the strength because it's helped me to kind of mature and compartmentalize. But yeah, no, there's days I'm just not feeling it at all and I got to do it anyway. But what helps me to do that is knowing that it's going to make your day good. So I'm able to give you a little bit of joy, even if I don't have any. Here's some for you and here's some for you.
I'll take it.
And I'm happy with that,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How do people, if they want to hire your services, what do they do?
So you can actually email me at joybrookermusic@gmail.com, and no caps or anything. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram. I also have my work number. It's 573-283-3844. You just text that number and you can book me that way. I play piano. You can entertain me or get me to do private parties, or if you want to embarrass someone live on air, you can do that too. I'll do anything, really.
Awesome.
It's amazing what I'll do for $20.
Are you heading back tonight? Are you going to hang out in St. Louis?
To be honest, I like rock climbing, and you guys have some rock walls around here that I'd like to. Yeah, I'm interested in.
You're a
that.
Renaissance woman.
To be honest, I just get bored easily, and so I just have a lot of interest.
I'm going to do some rock climbing before I drive back.
You know what? Why not? Life is short. So yeah, I mean, I last time I was here, I toured the Scott Joplin house. So it's like every time I'm in St. Louis, I'm like, well, I'll try something.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Rachel. I
Oh my
appreciate you guys
Congratulations,
so much.
Ray.
Yes, congratulations. 10 years. It's so great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break and come right back. DGS, happy 10th anniversary to Rach.
If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck taxed, your property taxed, everything you buy taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
If you've been told that you need a new heating and cooling system for your home, and if you've gotten prices or you're going to get prices, call me. Try to stay away from the word high efficiency or efficiency. If you replace your system now and it's 12, 15, or 20 years old, you are greatly improving the efficiency just by replacing the old, inefficient unit. Do not be fooled. If you want a common sense approach and you just want your house cooled, I will help you. If you're good with that, call me. One easy number. It's Missouri and Illinois. The easiest of numbers, 314-293-2600. Or on the internet, bartinman.com. That's Bart with a B, Inman with an I.com. God bless.
When you want a brand new kitchen, there's nothing to it. There's a brand new way to do it. 3-day kitchen and bath It's all about time.
Save time and money.
Do it now, don't wait till later. Call the top-notch renovator. It's about time.
3 days or less.
At 3-Day Kitchen and Bath.
Tell you guys about my friends at Bethesda, and they are my friends because they took such great care of my mom. I'll always have a soft place in my heart for everyone at Bethesda. And as you know, my mom passed away 3:30 in the morning with someone from NODA, No One Dies Alone. I thought that was the craziest thing I'd ever heard of. Who the hell's going to do this and sit with people who are dying overnight? And thank God they were there. And my mom did not die alone. And so I decided to do that to honor her, kind of pay it forward. So I'm very tight with them. I would never, for any amount of money, give you guys a recommendation on a company for your elderly loved ones to live and be taken care of. If I didn't truly believe in them, and I just love Bethesda. They have 7 independent living apartment buildings. They're exactly that. You come and go as you want. You drive. You do whatever you want to do. We have assisted living. We have skilled nursing. We have memory care, hospice, the note I talked about. So if you find yourself in that position, whether it's you and you're thinking about, I'm tired of yard work, I'm tired of the all the upkeep, I want to go somewhere else, or if it's your mom, dad, grandpa, whatever, they will take care of you. Go to BethesdaHealth.org, click on the Contact Us button, fill out a brief little form, gives your name and stuff, let them know you're from the DGS, and they'll get back to you. And my friend Michelle, who's been doing this for 31 years, will help you to navigate this labyrinth. That's BethesdaHealth.org.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday. Today is the celebration of Rachel Zimmerman, 10 years on the DGS. We have a big, beautiful cake. Did we put that on camera yet?
Oh, my
We did.
goodness.
We did. I got him a nice long shot on the stream.
I will also post that. I'm posting some things to the Dave Glover Show Instagram story. Maybe we'll make a nice little Facebook post later, too, so the folks on Facebook can see. I've always loved MacArthur's Bakery. That's where we got like all of our graduation
It's
cakes
DGS
and stuff
Bakery.
growing up. Yeah, and it's definitely like a huge. They've done so many wonderful cakes for the show. This is one of the most beautiful cakes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. We need to bust it open.
I'm like, I don't even want to cut it though. It's so pretty.
Good, I'll cut it.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry.
And then we have food from The King and I, which is just as classic gets in St. Louis.
I'm excited
Good as Thai
to
gets in
dig
St.
into
Louis.
that.
They brought us some pad thai and some curry. I know you guys don't get to eat it. We're not going to like slurp it down in front of you, but it's a big celebration today for Rach. And I know she loves 3 things: cake, Thai food, and impromptu singing telegrams. So we made all 3 of those happen.
I don't know if you guys noticed, it was embarrassing to have this reaction on camera. When you said you guys don't get to eat it, I thought you were talking to like me, and I was like, what?
That was fun.
That was
Yeah,
really
that's
I started to
cool.
say, were you surprised? But duh.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I was not expecting that.
What were you guys in the middle of talking about when I kicked
she
the
was
door
doing
open?
throwback.
Flashback Friday, yeah. I think I was talking about John Carpenter releasing Escape from New York.
What did you think when she first walked in?
I was like, what's going on?
Well, briefly, I think she was a little mad because I like kicked the door open because I had to make sure I could get the
Like,
door open
some
fast.
of us are on the air.
In the middle of her sentence, I like kicked the door open.
That was a good song.
It was, yeah. I'm excited to hear it again. It was kind of a blur at the time, so I'm actually posting to the Instagram story right now the whole thing. which
All about
Andrew
Rach.
filmed. Okay, that's enough about me. We can move on.
Okay. You want to finish up Flashback Friday?
I would love to. As I said, 45 years ago in 1981, the John Carpenter classic Escape from New York was released, starring Kurt Russell as a convict sent to Manhattan to rescue the president from the island's maximum security prison, parts of which were filmed in St. Louis, from what I understand. right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
45
Great Wasteland.
45 years ago,
Dystopian.
in 1981, Disney released The Fox and the Hound.
I'm a hound dog.
Oh.
Man, that one, I can't even watch that
Tearjerker.
one.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that was the first movie that really opened up all of my emotions, and I just remember bawling.
Well, you
and
don't
crying.
expect the dog to eat the fox in the end. I mean,
Well, I remember watching that at my cousin's house and being like, Mom, I didn't know movies could be like this.
isn't it funny that this Disney empire was just built on animated movies about parents being killed? Like
Yeah, that's most of them.
And making children cry.
I remember, I think it was Tarzan. Nick was little when that came out. And the first scene is like a clipper ship going under Glug Glug. And you're like, oh, parents are already dead. Okay.
Disney's like, we took care of them. Now we can get into the movie.
Now we can get to the good stuff.
41 years ago, in 1985, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome was released, starring Mel Gibson and Tina Turner. I don't think I've seen this one. Not with
I
Tina
saw
Turner.
it when it came out. I'm not the biggest Mad Max guy just because you know how I am. I always feel like things are too cool for me. And when I was that age, I'm like, I'm not going to understand this. So I'm just going
not
to stay away.
Nearly as cool as Mel Gibson. That's a joke. You're much cooler. 37 years ago in 1989, the great Mel Blanc, the man of 1,000 voices, passed away in L.A. at the age of 81. He did Looney Tunes characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Speedy Gonzales, Foghorn Leghorn, and Yosemite Sam. He was also the voice of Barney Rubble and Dino on the Flintstones.
There's a new guy.
What a career.
There's a new guy that has taken over from Mel and does all the voices. And he seems like the nicest, sweetest, most fun guy in the world, and I just don't like him. And it's just sort of like he just does the voices, you know, like, and I'm like, quit bragging.
Yeah.
Shut up. We can all do a voice.
Yeah, I could do Bugs Bunny right now. I just don't feel like it. 37 years ago in 1989, the Monkees got their Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
I only wanted to live with the Monkees in their beach house. That was so cool.
Yeah, it was cool. We would watch. We had cable very briefly when I was a kid, for like maybe a couple months.
Then the church
really.
found out.
Yeah, then they said, you know that's a sin. You got to stop. No, but they would play the Monkees on Sunday nights on TV Land, and that was always like, ooh, yeah, we got to watch the Monkees.
Yeah, they were starving artists. They're all 19 years old, but they had a $100,000 car.
I mean, why not? 35 years ago in 1991, Boris Yeltsin took the oath of office as the first elected president of Russia. 27 years ago, it was 1999. Man, I love this story. The U.S. women's soccer team won the World Cup. They beat China on penalty kicks at the Rose Bowl. To celebrate, Brandi Chastain took off her jersey to expose her Nike sports bra. I was 8 years old when this happened. I remember the world melting down that this woman dared show
Oh
her
my God,
sports
she
bra.
has boobs.
And look at we are now, 27 years later.
Yeah, we're all wearing sports bras.
I was like, look, I'm covered up. I'm in a sports bra. 26 years ago in 2000, Coldplay released
Can
their
I just
debut
say,
album, Parachutes.
We've said this before. I don't think I'll ever get past how weird it is that you go to any beach in America, any pool in America, and women are wearing bikinis. But if they came out in their bra and panties, someone would call the cops. Isn't that dumb?
Yeah, I think
It's
I
weird.
think it's because at the beach it's like in context and you're expecting it.
Never thought of that.
We are on the biggest stage in the world right now, and you know I am talking about soccer. The whole world is paying attention, and FanDuel has decided to change the game. And as you know, if you bet soccer, that sometimes your player gets subbed out, and then what happens? Your bet goes with them. Well, FanDuel says we have a better way to do it. That's not happening anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you are still in it until the final whistle. Just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started now. I've been telling you about this app for many, many months. I love using it. It's easy to use. All the information you need is right there. FanDuel.com/Missouri. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let me tell you guys about Dr. Corey Solman, my orthopedic surgeon. He is a super nice guy, and that matters because when you are discussing something like getting a knee replacement or a hip replacement for you or your elderly loved one who may be really afraid of going under general anesthetic, or maybe it's for a young person who's like a little 12-year-old soccer player and tore an ACL or an MCL, and you want someone who can connect with them, not a cold fish, not a God complex surgeon, not someone who's just very cold and austere. That's Corey. He's very cool. He's very nice. He's very funny. He also happens to be one of the very best surgeons in the Midwest. I know so many doctors. As you know, I do lives for many, many doctors, and they send patients back and forth. And all the doctors I know, when someone comes in or they say, hey, by the way, my mom, I think she needs a knee replacement, always send them to Dr. Corey Solman. He's out in Chesterfield. When you call, make sure you let him know that you're from the show because he and I are good buddies. 636-231-5881 or Solman, SOLMAN, SolmanOrthopedics.com.
Let me tell you something about insurance. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. But your business runs all year, so do the gaps and the risk. So go to Supersure.com. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just go buy a policy online. Supersure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At Supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts. It'll translate your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to Supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all your policies in one place. Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Let's take a break.
Good idea.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing on that Amendment 4?
You know we fought for our freedom and rights. I'm not giving them away without a fight.
4 takes them?
That's exactly what 4 does. For over 100 years, Missouri voters have used our constitutional power to act when the politicians refused. I'll be darned if I'm voting to pass on less freedom and power to my kids.
And doesn't 4 kill majority rule?
Yep, creates minority rule, where just 5% of statewide voters in one district can block any citizen-led reform, making it nearly impossible to pass citizen-led ballot measures.
That's just dumb.
And when the politicians refuse to act, we've used citizen-led ballot measures to pass some big stuff, like lobbyist reforms, term limits for career politicians, and outlawing tax hikes without voter approval.
I'm not surrendering my power and rights to a bunch of politicians and lobbyists. I'm no on Amendment 4.
Hard no on 4.
Pay 4 buttons or inch prepare governance.
The trusted voice of St. Louis. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 2 o'clock, it's a cloudy sky. Right now, 88 degrees downtown at the Arch.
KMOX is covering breaking news.
The search for a downed plane near Waterloo is over. We've learned there are fatalities. We don't know how many were on board, just that it was a Beechcraft Baron 55 private plane, which can fit up to 5 people plus a pilot. This has turned into a recovery operation. We expect to learn more this afternoon from law enforcement. The NTSB is also involved in the investigation. The mayor of St. Louis admits her relationship with the police department has diminished. She points to the decision to give police command staff raises without involving the city.
The analysis on the last raises, the 22% raises, was done on a legal pad that I got to see from about 12 feet away during the hearing where these raises were considered for the first time and approved, essentially.
Kara Spencer tells the Chris and Amy show she understands salaries are lower in the city and the fringe benefits are out of whack. She says in the private sector, 25% of a salary goes into fringe benefits. In St. Louis, it's 40%. Police officers here is 115%.
It's so wildly out of sync with the rest of the world.
And Spencer says only the police board can change that. Could it be another violent night at Sky Zone in Fenton? A flyer circulating on social media calls for another teen takeover at the trampoline park. St. Louis County Police say they're aware of it and will have officers in the area. Last month, a similar event at the same location drew 300 unaccompanied kids dropped off by their parents. It resulted in 8 fights and a 12-year-old who showed up by Uber carrying a butcher knife. At least 31 states are now reporting cases of the parasitic disease that health officials say leads to uncomfortable gastrointestinal symptoms. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Alok Patel.
Part of the issue is the lag time. When you get infected, it can be up to 2 weeks before you see symptoms. So it's hard for people to then backtrack and figure out where the source was. And also, if you look at other causes of food poisoning, such as E. coli, scientists can use a genetic fingerprint, such as DNA, to kind of track where the source may be coming from. That isn't the case with Cyclospora. A previous outbreak in 2024 took a lot of investigative work to figure out that was from fresh parsley. And that is currently what public health officials are trying to do in this exact moment.
Teams from the St. Louis area are headed south to help after catastrophic flash floods hit last night.
More than 12 inches of rain fell in less than 12 hours in parts of Crawford, Reynolds, and Iron County. Some popular campgrounds and rivers used for floating were impacted. Rescue crews working to reach campers trapped by high waters or stuck in trees. About 40 emergency response units and swiftwater rescue specialists from the St. Louis region are heading to the area with boats. Debbie Monterey, KMOX News.
What direction should U.S. soccer go in after the big loss?
St. Louis native, former U.S. men's national team forward, and current Apple TV MLS analyst Taylor Twellman says the U.S. World Cup exit should not automatically mean another coaching change. Instead, Twellman says Mauricio Pochettino deserves the opportunity to lead a true World Cup cycle.
United States Soccer Federation hired him too late.
Twellman believes the next cycle gives Pochettino a much fairer evaluation.
2030 is coming around. You've got World Cup qualifying. That's going to help. You've got the Gold Cups and all of that. So it's going to be a little bit more like real preparation for that.
Jen Cease, KMOX Sports.
The Dow from Stifel's up 177 points to 52,665.
Partly sunny skies and 89 for the high on this Friday afternoon, and we'll keep an eye out for a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms, but they look fairly limited. Tonight, cloudy skies, not much around during the evening, but scattered showers and thunderstorms returning mainly late night, 73. Let's get into the weekend. Saturday, partly sunny and 87 with a couple of showers and thunderstorms, but that action will be fading. Saturday night, partly cloudy and 70, and Sunday, partly sunny, 87. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
Weather is sponsored by Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family. Wish America very happy 250th. As America celebrates its 250th anniversary, Steve Butts and everyone at Crawford Butts Insurance extend their heartfelt wishes for a safe and joyous 4th of July celebration. For generations, Crawford Butts has been proud to serve the community. Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. Cloudy sky, 88 downtown. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday to everybody. A few minutes past 2 p.m. Today is a celebration of Rachel Zimmerman. It's her 10th year anniversary on the DGS.
Yay!
We have Sue at 2 is here with brand new hair. It is gorgeous.
Thank you for saying so, Dave, because it just happened this morning. I just got it done this morning, and I'm not quite used to it yet.
Sure.
Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate it.
I think I told you because you
Yes.
were kind of blonde last time.
Yes.
And I said I love that. What color would you call it?
This?
Yeah.
Silver?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It works.
It's just a toner. So we'll see. I'm still in the process.
Yeah.
So this is not the end.
Okay.
But they have to take the color out so you don't have the skunk line. And then it was blonde, and today we're silver. Well, we'll see.
I like it just like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It looks great.
I appreciate that, you guys. And happy anniversary, Rachel, and thank you for
Sue.
letting me eat this
Yeah.
food.
Of course.
It is awesome.
Good day, right?
Yes.
We have some King and I. Thank you so much to everyone at King and I. And thank you to MacArthur's. They put together a beautiful cake for Rach.
Have you put that up yet, Rachel? It is adorable.
The cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it up on our Instagram stories. Please go check it out. I will eventually make like a permanent post so people can see everything, but I'm just trying to get things up as they roll in. Thank you to MacArthur's, like we said last hour. Again, thank you to King and I. I'm having the beef green curry. It is exquisite.
And thank you to Joey Brooker, who was so kind that she drove all the way from Cape Girardeau to be here to sing a song for Rach and dress like a cupcake.
So cool.
Okay, was she short? She sounded short to me.
She was adorable.
She sounded totally adorable, and she kept saying, well, to be honest. And I thought, okay, I love her.
Yeah, last night she and I were texting, and she gave me the choice of like 12 costumes.
What was she dressed as?
Hot dog, Ben Franklin, pretty much anything you can think of. And none of them were exactly like happy anniversary.
Wow.
So I picked the cupcake.
Well, I think that was a smart move.
Ben Franklin would have been
Ben Franklin.
would have been pretty cool.
Confusing. Yeah, it would have been confusing.
But it would have been awesome.
Didn't
You had
she
the
say?
chance for Ben Franklin and you passed?
No, don't make me regret my decision.
No, I think it
No,
was
cupcake
cute.
was
It's for
perfect.
Rachel. And didn't she say she could put on a roach outfit? And I heard that too. And I
Yeah.
thought, wow, she's got it all.
She got it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Breaking news. J.J. Weatherhold has just signed an extension with the Cardinals.
Yay!
Jeff Passan is reporting this. And since we are the DGS and KMOX, you are about 15 minutes away from Bernie Miklasz. Bernie will have all the details. But you know what? I'm interested in the details. I don't care if they pay him $1 trillion.
I know.
It's not my money.
He's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch.
It's going to buy out multiple years of free agency from what I'm reading. So it sounds like a very significant contract.
Yeah. He
Bernie
deserves
will
it.
know more.
He does
deserves it.
deserve it.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
He's a wonderful young man.
How old is he? That's going to make me mad.
23.
Wow.
23?
He is 23 years old.
Of course he is. Good for him. Good. Maybe he'll be around that much longer. How many years did I space that when you said? Will he
Did they
be
say how many
signed up?
years?
Oh, it does not say how many years.
Bernie will
Yeah, Bernie will have, I think, all the.
Okay.
We'll have more
all that
details by
stuff.
2:30.
So, any Rachel Zimmerman thoughts, memories? You were on the show with her for
Yeah.
years.
I was thinking back. Rachel was very nice to me when I first got on that show, and I always appreciated it. And I also have like an immediate memory of her when you paid her, I can't remember how much money to drink eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I like
the raw
that.
egg
Yeah.
situation?
I remember doing that. I remember Sue was cheering me on and then gave me a chaser for the egg.
Well, yes, you can't be.
What'd you chase it with?
Bubbly.
Bubbly. It's what I had.
And I also kind of remember Andrew being super jealous that I got the money for the egg. Like, I remember after I did it, you were like, oh, I should have done it. Because it was like Dave had like 40. Tim was on the show that day. He like threw in a 20. Tony's putting in $20. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
You made like $100, didn't you?
I made
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah.
Yes. It was awesome.
Rachel, when you got on this show, what did you do originally? Were you helping like behind the scenes and then you were you producing and then you came on?
So I started on the show. I started interning on the show in 2013, and then I got hired as a part-time producer. And I would just rotated between like a bunch of shows, and I would pick up as many shifts as I could, which was tough because some weeks I would have like a lot of hours. Like I'd be able to do like 60 hours and make a bunch of money, and other weeks I would get like 10 hours. So I was living pretty lean there for a while, just trying to find like a permanent thing. Then I got put on as a associate producer on middays for like a couple months, and then I jumped on to Dave's show as an executive
You were
producer.
living in Grafton then, right?
When I was interning, I was living in Grafton.
It's a long drive at 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, no. When I was interning for you, I lived in Grafton. So I was working for free an hour and 15 minutes away from my home. But it worked out in the end.
That's really nice. Well, no, I just, she was my buddy.
Yeah.
When we were back on that show. It was nice to have another female, as Andrew would say.
agree.
I remember when the two of you conspired to kick me off my own show because I'm such a bitch when we play games.
Oh, yeah. Because you were.
I got what I deserved.
Yeah, it did.
One of the few things that we accomplished that really stuck was when we were like, we got to figure out the best and gentlest way to get through to Dave.
Yes.
I would leave angry every Friday.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he should host games instead of.
Yes. And you were a great host.
Yeah, you're an excellent host.
Excellent host.
And then there was one time that we were playing one of the games where I had to be in the side studio, and you ripped the wheel off a wheelchair and chucked it at the wall.
Oh, man.
How do we tell him gently? Was that not enough that he threw?
I had a girlfriend who I really, really liked, and we played Trivial Pursuit with her family.
Oh, no.
And she walked me to my car afterward, and she goes, well, clearly we're breaking up. And I was like, what? And she's like, Dave.
You're like, but I won. I don't understand.
If I had a bell,
she's like, I can't
yes.
bring you back to my house. Like you.
It was that, and were you conscious of it? A little, yeah, you did. You knew a little bit.
Boy's a winner. What can he say?
Well, her dad kept cheating at the game. And it's
like we all did.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Wow.
What was your favorite color in Trivial Pursuit?
Purple.
Which one was that?
I don't remember. I just liked purple. I think it was entertainment.
I liked entertainment.
Okay. Is that right, Andrew? Do you know?
No clue.
What was purple in Trivia Pursuit? Hold on. I got to look that up. But, yeah, I like that. I wasn't as serious as you. Like, there were categories that I could get and I'd be okay, but my trivia knowledge was not great. You would have killed me at it.
Probably so.
Literature.
Probably.
Probably so.
And then you'd have broken up with me. So.
Yep, and my whole family would hate you.
They would be like, get your head in the game.
Trivial
It's
Pursuit.
arts and literature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
It was
like that one too.
literature. Okay.
Purple, formerly brown. They changed it, I guess, because brown is not as fun to look at as purple.
I was thinking about this the other day. I grew up thinking I was stupid, and I still think I'm stupid when it comes to numbers. And I think it's unfortunate that, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I've always felt this way, probably because I'm a blazing ball of insecurity. But people who are math smart are just considered smart.
I agree
they're
with
just
this.
smart.
Uh-huh.
But there's also word smart.
Agreed.
Like I always got great test scores and like ACT and stuff on the word stuff.
Yes.
Reading comprehension.
Yes.
The LSAT, no math. And I think that people like me, maybe like you guys too, we don't get the credit due for being smart because I think word smart is every bit as important as math smart.
Some might say even more important, depending on your profession.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not doing math.
No.
But, yeah, I think that's... were you comforted by doing well on the LSAT? That should have told you something.
More shocked
Okay.
than comforted.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. You're
Yep.
right, though. People who can do math, people do think they're smart.
I had a little fun thing for us to do.
What's up?
Bacon, toast, and steak. How do you take them?
Oh. I thought you were going to say get rid of one, and it was so
No.
obviously toast.
Thank you.
No.
I like bacon to be crispy on the edges, but I like it still like malleable.
Me
on
too.
the inside.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like the chewy.
Yeah, soft and gooey for the bacon.
Okay, we're all in agreement.
Yes.
Toast, I like maybe at like a medium level, maybe like a little burnt, like just burnt.
Preach. Same.
Steak, medium rare.
Softly toasted. Rigid, not burnt.
That
Yes,
turned me
I'm
on.
with you on that.
Was that
Till
the
you
choice
said
of the
that.
word rigid?
and the way he said it. He looked right in my eyes. Rigid. I like my toast rigid.
What is the butter situation? Light, troweling, or do you like it evenly distributed?
I'll go light on the butter. I don't usually go super heavy on the butter.
I got a lot of butter, Dave.
A lot of butter.
Uh-huh.
Phoebe, one of my proudest things. Phoebe loved cinnamon toast. Probably still does.
Because it's delicious.
Haven't seen her in a while. And she only liked my toast. And I took such great satisfaction because when she was little and Maureen would make it for her, and Maureen would come back down the stairs and throw the plate on the island. She's like, she wants daddy's toast. And of course I'd be like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. To be like, yes, yes, take that.
You probably had more butter, a little bit more cinnamon sugar
I
on
took
there.
care with it.
Yes.
I cut off the
the crust?
edges. Yeah.
Oh.
And I used to, every time I would make coffee, Phoebe would go like, hey, Dadu, make me some Phoebe coffee. And I would make real coffee, but it would be like 80% cream and sugar, just like,
That's
but we'd sit there,
great.
we'd drink coffee together.
Aw.
Yum.
Oh, the times we had. All based on coffee and toast.
Mm.
I'm thinking about doing a dopamine fast.
You should.
What does that mean?
What does it mean? What would be entailed in that?
So, from what I understand, what you would be doing, Dave, is basically like deleting TikTok off your phone.
I'm out. Just kidding.
Man.
But yeah, like removing those kind of instant gratification things from
Yeah.
your daily life for a certain period of time, a week, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There are all these studies that say if you fast from your phone or social media, the scroll for like a week, it'll de-age your brain by a decade.
Are you kidding me?
It might be 2 weeks, but still, that's a really good trade-off,
Yeah,
right?
I straight up lost my ability to read a book about a year ago.
Oh, wow.
And just this past week, I was by myself watching Cardinals baseball, which is usually enough. That's very relaxing.
Yes.
I couldn't watch the game without looking at a screen. And I was like, this is not good.
Right.
This is bad. When you can't do something that you really enjoy
Yeah.
without also looking to see what idiocy is on your phone. So I think I need to do something.
Did TikTok get you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I did not put that on my phone, but when you went down that rabbit hole,
Very
I thought,
wise.
there he goes.
Yes.
It's nice knowing him.
No.
Yeah.
It's and
But you don't have other stuff, right? That's your thing.
yeah, I don't have
Right.
anything
So
else.
I shouldn't be.
I've
yeah.
never seen X or anything like
Okay.
that. Facebook I gave up a long time ago.
Okay.
Man, did I get called out by my daughter.
What happened?
About a year ago when I was kind of new to TikTok. And, my whole life is trying to relate to her.
Right. Yes.
And I said to her, God, it's so weird. Like, do you get a bunch of content with, like, hot guys? Is that a thing for, like, girls? And she goes, no, because I don't look at that. You're getting the hot women because that's what you look at. And I was just like, oh, why did I say that? Oops. Oops. That's like, yeah, I don't get a lot of that. Not much.
What is your TikTok? Is it trains? Like, what are you getting now?
It's serial killer insanity. It's everything from
Steve.
middle-aged women with big boobs to child boxing to horse hospice.
What?
Swear to God.
You are not well.
I'm not well. If it's like a real reflection on me, which I guess it is, because that's what I look at.
2 weeks, you should do it.
How do you not look at horse hospice?
Report back. Because
Horses.
they're gonna die. That's terrible.
Well, the horses
No,
aren't
the
in hospice.
horses aren't in hospice.
It's people in hospice, and they bring horses to comfort them.
Horses live forever.
What would horse hospice even look like?
I don't know. But I didn't like it.
Okay, speaking of the boxing kids, I keep seeing this 1-year-old little boy who is obsessed with karate. Have you seen this, Andrew?
Aw.
He's so tiny, and he goes to the karate class, and they let him participate in
You
the
can't even
class.
stand up when you're 1 year old.
He can barely stand, and he can barely kick, but he does a great job. And they're so gentle with him, and they do like the drills with him. I'm gonna find it on
Let me tell you
Instagram.
something about that. I would kick his ass.
Oh yeah.
I have no doubt you would.
I don't
You
even know
would,
what
you
to
would
say to
put
that.
him in the fucking.
Oh my gosh.
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary.
It's all right. I think I hit the button.
Thank
and
you.
gotta quit.
You did hit the
It's a good
button.
reason to be on the stream because I think
That's
they
like
all
the
got to hear that.
First time I've ever done that.
Congratulations.
Talking about how you would put the little karate boy on the mat.
Now, from now on, every time Rach has a big anniversary, we'll celebrate this anniversary as well.
Oh, gosh.
The day that Andrew said the F word.
11 years for Rachel and 1 year for Andrew. Doing the single worst thing you can do on the radio.
Let me tell you guys about the effing Gelman team. Mark and Neil Gelman of EXP Realty, great dudes. I know them very well. Nick worked there for a couple of years, so I kind of know the inside. As I understand it, this is sort of a tweener kind of real estate market. Sue's a real estate agent. She could help us out. Not great, not terrible. As the Gelmans tell me, the more expensive your home, the easier it is to sell for some reason. Who knows? But any time that you have like an in-between thing, I think you need a really good professional. Medical, legal, and real estate. I can vouch for the guys. They work their butts off. They are great negotiators. So if you are thinking even like an inkling of selling your house or buying a house, reach out to them. Go to the GelmanTeam.com front page, put in your address, and they will give you a number what they think your house is worth right now. If you're interested, call them at 314-336-1991.
Certain restrictions apply.
Sometimes historic events suck. But what shouldn't suck is learning about history. I do that through storytelling. History That Doesn't Suck is a chart-topping history-telling podcast chronicling the epic story of America decade by decade from the 18th century to the 20th. Original music and immersive sound design accompany us on our storytelling journey. Listen to and follow History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-329-1010. That's 1-800-329-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-329-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Hi, this is Charlie Brennan. You know, when you go to the Audiology Center, you'll see a doctor of audiology. And with us right now, Dr. Colleen Bosler. Dr. Bosler, what are some of the signs of hearing loss?
Well, it's a number of things. Sometimes loved ones notice a person asking others to repeat themselves, or the television is too loud. What people tend to notice first with hearing loss is the loss of clarity. They can hear people talking, but they cannot always understand what's being said. That's because the hearing loss can cause you to miss certain consonant sounds, and those consonant sounds give us the detail to the word. A hearing aid can help bring back those details and give you a sense of clarity that you're missing.
Dr. Colleen Bosler at the Audiology Center with 3 locations in the greater St. Louis area. Call for an appointment, 636-441-7470. Online, theaudiologycenterstl.com.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck taxed, your property taxed, everything you buy taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize! Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday. What a day.
Woo! It's been an incredible day.
10th anniversary for Rachel on the DGS. Sue Thomas has silver hair. Andrew said the F word on KMOX.
And this King and I is hitting the spot.
I'm taking my shirt off. Let's just
Come on.
Let's all
The
just
next outfit change is tarps off.
I was
Tarps
trying to
off.
figure out because I was thinking, look, Rachel's getting a lot of attention today. I'm jealous.
He's
I am.
got to
And I'm
steal
trying
some
to
for
think,
himself.
How can I get some for myself? And I never really learned the difference between good and bad attention. You know how they learn?
Sure, it's a fine line.
I can teach you later.
So I was like, perhaps I should act out.
What would give me instant recognition?
Perchance to act out, perhaps.
I would have loved it because Rach is in charge of the dump button.
Yeah.
I'd have loved if she went like, oh,
See
let
ya.
me get that.
Oh my gosh, my finger slipped.
So,
Wow, I guess everyone
Wow.
heard that.
I guess he's
Oh.
in huge trouble now.
And then I say, well, the FCC probably didn't hear. And she's like, well, I just
It's
sent him
so
an
weird.
email.
I was texting with them, and
I just was like, here, you should check out the show.
what was the sentence you were saying? What got you so?
the
I
karate
was
boy.
saying,
baby.
You said you would
baby.
beat up, and I was saying you would put him on the effing mat. You would take him down. He wouldn't know what hit him. And I stand by it.
Isn't it crazy that you can say effing all day
And
everyone knows exactly what you're saying?
Well,
or
I often-
a-hole.
I often question if we were supposed to be even saying
That's
that.
a good point.
I'm showing him to the stream. I'll show you guys on the break. He's a little cutie.
He's so
doing
I would pay
karate.
$10,000 if porn just popped up right
Oh
now.
my gosh.
The thing that you need in the morning, when you first wake up.
Total Information AM.
I like to be informed with the news and like to know, like in the mornings, I like to know what's going on.
Debbie Monterey, Megan Lynch, Tom Ackerman.
It's always smart to know what's going on.
Your morning news and information.
The national and local news.
Weather.
Sports.
I like the traffic reports.
Total Information AM.
I listen to it in the mornings, so it really gets me going.
Total Information AM. Weekdays 5 to 9 on the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Tell you guys about First Missouri Credit Union. I really, really like these guys. If I can tell you this, if they stopped advertising on the DGS, I would keep my accounts there because they're so nice and they're so kind and they're so cool. They have the lowest rates for vehicle loans. Just know that. And I didn't know that refinancing a vehicle loan was a thing. And it is. And in fact, one of our salespeople who handled that account went in to check, hey, how you doing? You happy with the Glover endorsements? And she walked out of there with a brand new auto loan, and she took a whole percentage off of her auto loan. They pay you 4.27% on your checking account up to $100,000. If you don't want to go down to South County, don't know why you wouldn't. It's lovely. But if you don't want to, there's going to be a credit union. There's one within 5 blocks of where I live and 1 block of where I work. And if I don't feel like going down and seeing Steve, I can just deposit it there, make a withdrawal, take out a loan, anything you want to do. 314-544-5050, the number 1 STMOCU.org.
Taking care of yourself should fit into your life, not complicated. Neovitin Original Formula is a complete daily multivitamin designed to support your everyday wellness routine with essential vitamins, minerals, and a natural ingredient blend, all in just 2 daily tablets. Subscribe online at neovitin.com for monthly delivery or shop Neovitin at your local Schnucks and Dearborn. Neovitin Original Formula is physician formulated to fit easily into your everyday routine. All of our vitamins are manufactured in a certified GMP facility in the USA. Neovitin, make nutrition easy.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast.
We will keep our eyes out for a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go through our Friday afternoon, but the action is limited. Otherwise, partly sunny and 89. Tonight, clouds dominate. I think the evening is okay with more scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly late night 73. The weekend, Saturday, partly sunny, 87 with a couple of showers and thunderstorms, but that action should be fading going through the day Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny, 87. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Weather sponsored by Renner Garage Door, forward and back, RENNER.
Giddy up! Cardinal Cowboy here. Summer heat can put your garage door to the test. Stay ahead of the game with a Renner Garage Door Summer Tune-Up. Plus, score a free repair or replacement quote and $100 off a new garage door. Forward and back.
You feel it every time you check out. Prices up, paychecks stretched, families squeezed. That's why Ann Wagner's fighting to get government off your back and out of your way. Wagner passed the largest tax cut in American history, expanded child tax credits, ended taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security. And Wagner is working to lower costs so families keep more of their hard-earned money. But Ann Wagner knows delivering for Missouri means more than just protecting their wallets. It means protecting our streets as well. That's why Wagner fought to secure our border, deport dangerous illegal aliens, partner with law enforcement, and put predators behind bars and off our streets so our neighborhoods and communities stay safe. Because real effective leadership protects what matters most: your money, your family, your safety. Ann Wagner for Congress.
I'm Ann Wagner, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Ann Wagner for Congress.
We are on the biggest stage in the world right now, and you know I am talking about soccer. The whole world is paying attention, and FanDuel has decided to change the game. And as you know, if you bet soccer, that sometimes your player gets subbed out, and then what happens? Your bet goes with them. Well, FanDuel says we have a better way to do it. That's not happening anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you are still in it until the final whistle. Just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started now. I've been telling you about this app for many, many months. I love using it. It's easy to use. All the information you need is right there. FanDuel.com/Missouri. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Today,
The Cards, the Braves,
Hamlin Total Access 620. First pitch 7:15.
Cardinals Radio, 104.1 FM, KMOX. Bernie Miklasz on KMOX is sponsored by Salika Heating and Cooling, a Daikin comfort dealer.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Bernie Miklasz joins us. Hey, Bern.
Gabe, good to hear your voice again, brother. Hope everything's wonderful in your world.
Dude, it's a big day at the station. Today is Rachel Zimmerman's 10th anniversary on the DGS.
Oh.
Andrew just said the F word
He did.
on air.
That was the best present I ever could have hoped for.
That's fantastic. I used another F word. Fantastic.
Sue Thomas has silver hair.
Yeah.
She looks gorgeous.
Thank you.
And I understand there's big news about JJ.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty exciting. It's a very happy day if you're a Cardinals fan, or if you're the St. Louis Cardinals, or you're also JJ. Jeff Passan, John Heyman, Katie Wu among the first report, an 8-year deal, $112.5 million between Weatherholt and the Cardinals, which means the Cardinals have their first critical long-term foundational piece in place, which is really, really exciting. And then there's some additional details. There's no option years in this, but John Heyman reported there's potential for another $19.5 million in performance bonuses that would increase the total package to $132 million. And to that, I say, go get that money, JJ. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So the one thing I don't know, it'll be cleared up when it's officially announced. I'm not sure when the deal kicks in. So, in other words, I would like to say, well, this means he'll be a Cardinal through this year or that year, but I don't know that yet because I don't know when the deal kicks in, whether it kicks in now or it starts in 2027. But either way, he's going to be a Cardinal for a long time.
Bern, I love it. How about you?
Oh my gosh, yeah, thrilled. He's quickly become, and this is no diss, or this is not me trying to slight anybody in a Cardinal uniform, but JJ Weatherholt's just the fan in me. He's become my favorite player simply because of his all-around skill, the value in every area of the game, the offense, the defense, the base running. There are no weaknesses in his game. He's only going to get better. He's well on track to be the National League Rookie of the Year. He doesn't strike out. He draws a lot of walks. He's the best defensive second baseman in the game. His value in terms of wins above replacement, he is on a track where he could conceivably end up with the best rookie season that a Cardinals rookie has ever had. Which would put him past Albert Pujols, who had 7.2 wins above replacement in 2001. I don't know if he'll get there, but I do know this, if he stays healthy, knock on wood, he is got a great chance in terms of wins above replacement, which I love because it's an all-encompassing metric that takes in all the different phases of the game. He has got a great chance, an excellent chance to have the best season by a rookie second baseman in Major League Baseball history. And that's not some far-fetched thing. That's within reach if he stays healthy. And I could go on and on and on about it, but he's not just a good player, he's a foundational piece. He's someone that is a big element in what the Cardinals are trying to get done here. He's a component that leads to the next great era of Cardinals baseball. If Chaim Bloom does everything that he's trying to do, as far as not just rebuild this thing into something good, good, we'll have a winning team. No, Chaim Bloom wants to build it into true greatness. And in any equation, if you're aiming for greatness, JJ Weatherholt fits exactly what you're trying to do. And Jordan Walker does as well. And I would assume there'd be some Jordan Walker talk coming along. I don't know when.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm fired up.
Yeah, Bern, I listened with great interest, as you know, to you and Wheels and Paulie and Ackerman and Ranj. And I have really enjoyed listening to you guys talk about this why in the road that Ollie has and that Chaim has, because I don't think they expected to have this sort of passion for the team that we've seen this year. And while you want to make the long-term decisions, you also don't want to lose, this momentum going on. I think signing JJ goes a long way to making the Cardinals fans happy, regardless of what happens the rest of the season.
I think you're absolutely right. I totally agree with you, man. There's an element of the fan base, and by the way, I just want to make sure everybody understands me. I'm not being critical here at all. I'm not. But I for all my years doing this, man, I think I got my finger on the pulse, and I understand what Cardinals fans want. Not entirely. I mean, I can't say I can read every mind out there, but the stuff that I get, is a lot of Cardinals fans, wanted a signal. It wasn't the end all be all, but they wanted a signal of like a long-term commitment to winning. And, a big part of that is like, okay, all right, what are you going to do? You got JJ Weatherholt. Are you going to kind of fool around here? Or are you going to sign him to a long-term contract so we know that he will be our guy for a long time? And he will be here when the rest of the team rises up and the Cardinals become great again. They wanted to see that kind of commitment. And I get that. I understand it. I wanted to see it too. So I would think this would fire up. I can't predict how many. I think it will motivate and fire up and inspire Cardinals fans who might have been sitting on the fence a little bit to say, all right, I was waiting for some commitment. I want more, but this is a great start.
So you mentioned Jordan. And, of course, I think we're all excited about Jordan Walker and this truly amazing turnaround because I'll be honest with you, Bern, behind the scenes, I was telling Wheels, like, I love Jordan Walker, but I'm ready to walk away from him. I just don't think he's going to pan out. Stupid me. Who would be next? Like, if you were in Heim's chair, what couple of players would you be looking at for this year or next to give a similar extension?
I think, listen, even if it's at the end of the year, and Walker is still doing these wonderful things we've seen from him, which includes, by the way, when he's had like 3 different little times where he's kind of, struggled for a week, 10 days, whatever. And every single time he's figured out, okay, I know what I need to do. No problem, man. Let me dig out of this. And he has. That's a great, great sign. So I think that, at the, if not sometime in the second half of the season, but certainly maybe after the collective bargaining agreement stuff gets done, hopefully in time for 2027. But even if there's a disruption to the season starting, you still can, make a deal off that once baseball resumes. In fact, it might be better for you to see what the contract is, because that way it might make you realize like how to structure the contract. I didn't mean to get lost in the weeds.
No, that
there.
makes sense. That makes sense.
So I would think, if you believe Jordan Walker is a foundational player, if you think, and I hate to do this to either one of these guys, but if you see Walker and you see Weatherholt as kind of this era's startup version of like Pujols and Molina, for example, well, you got to get you got to get Jordan Walker signed, because if he hits the free agent market, if he keeps this up with this power that he has and the bat speed and everything else, the longer you wait, it's my belief, the longer you wait, the higher the price will be to get him to sign.
Yeah.
So the earlier you take care of it, the better. And I thought that way about Weatherholt, but I got to admit, I'm a little surprised it happened this soon. I thought it'd be one of those things they talk about late in the year, maybe in the off season, whatever. I commend Weatherholt for wanting to be a Cardinal, and why wouldn't he want to be? But I think he knows he's in a great, great place here, and I commend Bill DeWitt and Chaim Bloom and the Cardinals for showing some urgency, where it's like, well, we don't have to wait. This is our guy, man. This guy's a beautiful player. Let's go. Let's get something done.
And with an 8-year deal, I don't mean to be silly or a homer, but with an 8-year deal as a fan, I feel very comfortable that we're going to watch a World Series with JJ.
I hope you're right. I mean, I know that Chaim Bloom's taken the right approach to this, and the only reason I hesitate is not to be, kind of, putting a damper on this, but I just know that even when you do things the right way, and the way he and his associates have set this up, they're doing it absolutely the right way. But it also doesn't guarantee that, you draft this guy. Oh man, a highly rated guy. Oh, this guy throws 100, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't ensure success, but that's why I like the fact that they're going to have 7 of the top 114 draft picks this weekend. And I think it's 6 of the first 87 draft picks. And there's a potential there to add, not that you're going to bat 1,000, but to add some really terrific talent that's going to be part of your future. And we're already seeing guys in the minor leagues now that are having breakouts, and they're getting closer and closer to St. Louis. So yeah, Chaim Bloom is doing it the right way. There's no question about it. And Bill DeWitt Jr. and Bill DeWitt III, they're giving him everything he needs to keep this player development thing just rolling and rolling and rolling in the right direction. And I think it's exciting. And Dave, I feel like I need to say something too, because I've been kind of grouchy in a way. Well, I'm always grouchy, but you know what I mean.
I do.
Because I've been sort of, metaphorically speaking, pounding the table and saying, no, I don't care about the trade deadline. I don't care about schlepping for some third wild card spot. I want this thing to be big. I want this thing to be just like my friend Dave Glover said, where all right, I can see it in the distance. This thing's going to lead to a pennant and a World Series. I don't want any little short-term distractions where we're putting the emphasis on the wrong thing. So that's why I love this deal. Think about the long term. Think about the future. If you want to put a Band-Aid or two on this team to help them down the stretch, okay, that's fine. But, when I see people proposing these crazy trades that literally have zero chance of happening, I just feel like saying, man, I love you all, but keep your eye on the prize that matters, right?
Yeah.
Was that a good speech?
It's a great speech. I'm crying
Can
a
I
little.
can I get an amen there?
Amen, brother. Amen. and you know what? I'll get a little goofy. I know we're a season or two away from this, but how much fun will it be? I won't even say will, to go to a Cardinals game and watch JJ and Jordan Walker and Burley and Rodriguez and Baez. Like, we have a really fun future.
Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
And if Ivan Herrera is going to be, they got Ivan Herrera is a really gifted hitter. They got to figure out what to do with him positionally. But yeah, and listen, I don't mean to just throw names out there, but this kid that they signed out of, I believe it was Taiwan, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that, this Wan Bin Cho.
I like him.
All of a sudden, they had to wait. And the Cardinals, John Mozeliak, to his credit, said, look, we're not trying to run away from anything, but it's going to take him some time. This is a huge transition. It's going to take him some time. All of a sudden this year, he's just launching balls out of the park everywhere. Like where people around baseball, not just Cardinals people, they're like, whoa, look at this guy. So the kid that they got from, everyone talks about I don't know who's going to be their third baseman. This kid that they got in the Ryan Helsley trade last year, another Baez. This is Jesus Baez. He's got 20 home runs now. They put him up in Double-A, and he's just knocking them, into the stars. Just big time power. And he will, if he keeps this up, there's your future third baseman.
Yeah.
You can see all these pieces kind of forming.
Yeah.
Getting ready to be placed on the board in St. Louis when they're ready to be placed on the board in St. Louis.
Yeah. This is a fun time to be a Cardinal fan. Bern, tell us about Saliga.
I will. Saliga Heating and Cooling, Daikin comfort dealer, 100 years, the same family of Saligas, 4 generations, Dan Saliga being the 4th. Owners and operators, taking care of other St. Louis families, generations of them since 1927. I love it. That tells you that they're great and they have an amazing track record that you can trust. They keep getting bigger and better and staying on top of all the new technology and finding better ways and different ways and more ways to service people that call them for help when they're heating or they're cooling. So we've been clients, customers for a long time, 18, 19 years, and I can vouch for their integrity and their knowledge and their professionalism and the way they treat the people that ask for their help, because they want your business. But the way they feel they have to do this is they have to earn your respect and trust. And they're going to work at that every time you call them. So if you want to find out about all their services, including their Priority Club maintenance program, if you want to find out everything they can do for you this summer, for example, if your air conditioning doesn't seem like it's working as well as it should, just go to SaligaHeatingandCooling.com. The phone number is there, SaligaHeatingandCooling.com. Thank you.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty. I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Tell you guys about my buddy, Dr. Corey Solman. He is an orthopedic surgeon. He's a Midwest orthopedic and spine specialist. I've known Corey, almost the whole time I've been on the air. He is just the greatest guy. I do lives, of course, for other physicians. I talk about Dr. Matt Bays with Bays Sports Medicine, and Corey and Matt know each other, and they will send patients back and forth. If Matt sees someone he thinks, you know what, you're a good candidate for surgery, he will send them over to Corey Solman. So, it's kind of common sense. If someone you care about is injured and it's pretty bad, and you want to get an opinion from an orthopedic surgeon, Corey's the guy. If you want to go see Corey first, if it's sufficiently bad and you think, oh, I'm just going to go right past everyone else and go straight to the surgeon, go see Corey. But it doesn't have to be at that level. He usually doesn't do surgeries. Does that make sense? If he gets 100 cases in, I'm kind of making this up. He may do surgery on half of them, but he does not have a reputation as a cutter. He's going to do what is best for you guys. He's out in Chesterfield, 636-231-5881 or SolmanOrthopedics.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you wash that all away with Game, and now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. Ah, nope, that's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever, now with odor-fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
I'm so excited about that. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. DGS on KMOX. Can I tell you guys something embarrassing?
Of course.
That's like this whole show.
I never expected to be successful at anything in any way. And I have a new Jeep. And last night I was walking out to get in my Jeep, and it was 100 feet away. And I unlocked it, and I didn't know this happened. And my back taillights put on a little show.
Oh.
It's like a little, they kind of spin around and stuff.
I kind of love that.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I thought, I think you made it.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Your car's doing tricks. I really did. I had a moment where I'm like, what?
I get it.
Who wants more than this?
Nobody.
Who wants more than this?
Not a soul.
That Jeep is full of surprises.
It really is.
I like finding car stuff you didn't know existed.
Yeah.
So you didn't know it was playing that pattern every time you were doing it?
I got to tell you something. I have, because I bought it used, some other person tricked it out. You did the lifting. They put all these floodlights on it. Wow. It's got a bunch of buttons. It's like the Mach 5. I don't know what one button does.
What?
No.
I love going through there and saying, "Ooh, what does this do? What does that do?"
I'm afraid I'll hit it and it won't stop.
Yeah.
You
know?
You are 80. Mm-hmm.
Man, I just remembered the other day my tracks. I don't want to brag, but I do have a 2016 Chevy.
That's right.
But I have a sunroof. I have not used it in years.
What?
I know. It's like when the weather's nice, I don't think of it, and then the only time I think of it is when it's really hot like this. I gotta get that baby open.
Yeah, you do. I love it. I had one, and then I didn't have one, and so now when you have it again, you really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Your
Thanks
hair's
for
beautiful.
feeding me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you, Stu.
Tell you guys about Stewie at Stewart's American Mortgage. He was just on the show earlier this week. First thing is I've really become good friends with Stewie. I really like him. I don't lose sleep. Oh my gosh, what if someone calls one of my clients and blah? Because I have good clients. But Stewie is special. He really cares about his customers and clients. He goes the extra mile. Just had one of my really best friends who I play golf with reach out to Stewie, and he was about to close on a mortgage, and Stewie saved him literally thousands and thousands of dollars. He has the bagel loan, which is called the bagel loan because the bagel looks like a zero and you pay zero fees. He is extending his 1% offer, which is anyone who does a new 30-year mortgage with Stewie, the bagel loan. The first 12 months of that loan, you're going to pay 1% less than your credit would justify. And he's doing that because all the mortgage guys, for whatever reason, think the mortgage rates are going to drop between a year and a half from now. So that kind of a little bit of a bridge to get you through to that point. And then if the rates do drop, you can just do another refinancing. 314-324-4440. That's his cell phone. 314-324-4440. Google the bagel loan, NMLS 226715.
It's 2:56, and this time check is sponsored by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Bill, that's a big smile for an old politician.
I'm thinking about our plan. It's slick enough to make a lobbyist blush. First, we hoodwink voters with Amendment 5. Tell them it's a tax cut. Once they're hooked, we decide who pays the higher taxes.
So it's not a tax cut plan, and we don't get a say?
Right, just swaps who pays the tax, but it does remove 3 voter-passed taxpayer constitutional protections. That lets us levy new taxes on services, increase sales taxes, and even tax home sales, and voters will no longer get to vote on tax hikes.
Higher sales taxes on groceries, gas, service taxes on doctor visits, childcare, and even rent on apartments. Jeez. Taxes could exceed 20%.
Sure, they figure that up to 80% of taxpayers will pay more taxes. Many, hundreds more. Seniors, they'll get hit even harder, but our big donors will cut a fat hog.
The ones getting butchered by Amendment 5 are most taxpayers. I'm voting no on 5.
Paid for by Missourians for fair taxation.
This year, America celebrates 250 years. 2.5 centuries of courage, sacrifice, and family stories passed down from one generation to the next. Hi, I'm Nick Mako.
And I'm Adam Baselogger, founders of Legacy Box. Your family's piece of the American story is sitting in an attic or closet right now, trapped on aging VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, film reels, and fading photos.
Those boxes hold moments you can never recreate. Your wedding day, your children's voices when they were little, grandparents coming back to life on screen.
Over 2 million families have trusted Legacy Box. And we've just partnered with the USO to digitize fragile handwritten letters from World War II, helping preserve American history for future generations.
As America turns 250, remember that your family is a part of the American story. Preserving those voices, faces, and moments is a part of your responsibility to the next generation. Don't let them disappear on your watch.
Visit legacybox.com/radio for our amazing America 250 sale. That's legacybox.com/radio to save.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Wheeler, and I want to talk to you about soccer. Well, really, I want to talk to you about FanDuel Sportsbook and its relationship to soccer right now, because look, we are on the biggest stage in the world. Doesn't come around every year. In fact, doesn't come to the United States that often at all. But with FanDuel, they're trying to change how we get to interact with the sport of soccer on this biggest stage. Because look, sometimes you have some action on a game, you have an action on a player, and the player gets subbed off, and your bet gets subbed off with them. But not anymore. Not with FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. And it doesn't matter why they're subbed out. Injury, strategy, doesn't matter. Your bet stays in with FanDuel Super Sub. So if your player leaves, your bet continues on with a substitute. It's that easy. It's simply that. It's a really simple and easy thing to understand, and you're in it until the final whistle with FanDuel Sportsbook. Just visit FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started, and then let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just remember, you have to be 21 or older and present in Missouri. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 3 o'clock, it's a cloudy sky. Right now, 88 degrees downtown at the Arch.
KMOX is covering breaking news.
Looks like J.J. Weatherholt could be a Cardinal for a long time. MLB Network's John Heyman reports that the rookie infielder and the club have agreed on an 8-year, $112.5 million extension. Performance bonuses could push it up to $132 million. ESPN's Jeff Passan also confirms the deal. A small private plane reported missing near Waterloo, Illinois, has been found. There are no survivors. The Monroe County Sheriff's Department confirms the Beechcraft Baron 55 has been located south of Waterloo, and the operation has shifted from search and rescue to recovery. More information is expected later this hour. The city is turning back to the voters to once again ask them to approve tax dollars to expand transit.
The city is conceding the tax voters previously approved to construct the Metrolink Green Line connecting North and South City is no longer enough due to inflation and federal funding cuts. Aldridge says he shares voters' disappointment, but says he believes they too understand the economic truth.
There's going to take some engagement, but I haven't heard anybody be extremely upset that they're only going to continue to vote on or only going to want to continue to have the North-South Green Line.
Aldridge says if his bill passes, the city will ask voters to approve reallocating funds towards creating a North-South rapid transit bus line on the April 2027 ballot. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
From ABC News, in a social media post, the president said Iran asked to come back to talks, but the U.S. and Iran have been trading strikes this week, and Iran has been taking a tough stance against the U.S. in public comments. More from ABC's Olivia Rubin at the White House.
The U.S. launching 2 nights worth of strikes against Iran around the region, but before that, a U.S. official had said that technical talks were continuing. Specifically, they said that they were continuing as it relates to the issue of Iran's nuclear capabilities, but remember, that has been essentially the same issue that brought the United States into this war in the first place.
Missouri Task Force 1 has been activated by the State Emergency Management Agency to help with the flooding in Sikeston. They have swift water rescue capabilities. Command staff from St. Louis headed to southwest Missouri as well. In total, 50 people, rescue boats, and $100,000 of equipment are headed to southeast Missouri. Missouri's Attorney General is joining a national robocall crackdown.
Robocalls topped the list last year of consumer complaints. Attorney General Catherine Hanaway says since January, 513 million robocalls have been made to Missourians. She's joining attorneys general from 48 states, urging the Federal Communications Commission to tighten rules aimed at stopping illegal robocalls. The AGs want tougher requirements for companies that buy and sell phone numbers and greater accountability for scam call tracking. Sue Danielson, MissouriNet.
Let's get you an update now of the St. Louis Business Index. We go to Stiefel on this Friday. Scott Bedell. Scott.
Happy Friday and good afternoon, everyone. The final trading day of the week brought an upward bias to most share prices. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished higher by 149 points, or 0.33%, at 52,637. The Standard & Poor's 500 index gained 0.4%, closing at 7,575, while NASDAQ added 0.3%. They finish at 26,281. Locally, the Bloomberg St. Louis Stock Index was positive by 0.5% at 1,707. Checking on some local winners, Emerson Electric up 0.75% at $138.88. Post Holdings gained 1.75% to $86.28. On the downside, Centene lost 0.33% at $67.35. Bear Corporation fell 1% at $14.28. And finally, Stiefel Financial slipped 0.75% to close at $75.20. For KMOX, this has been Scott Bedell. I'll be back with you again Monday afternoon. In the meantime, have a good weekend, everyone.
We will keep our eyes out for a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go through our Friday afternoon, but the action is limited. Otherwise, partly sunny and 89. Tonight, clouds dominate. I think the evening is okay with more scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly late night 73. The weekend, Saturday, partly sunny, 87, with a couple of showers and thunderstorms, but that action should be fading going through the day Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny, 87. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
And the forecast is sponsored by Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family. Wish America a very happy 250th. As America celebrates its 250th anniversary, Steve Butts and everyone at Crawford Butts Insurance extend their heartfelt wishes for a safe and joyous 4th of July celebration. For generations, Crawford Butts has been proud to serve the community. Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. Right now, we've got some clouds downtown at the Arch. It's 88 degrees. The feels like is 90. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday, a few minutes past 3 p.m. Big day on the show. Rachel Zimmerman's 10th anniversary with the DGS. We've just been having a party.
I know.
Straight up.
I feel like I need a nap.
I'm cake drunk.
I mean, this cake is delicious. I had cake.
So
Very
good.
good.
Really good.
I'm a cake person.
Are you?
Me
Yes,
too.
I am. I like cake.
I love a cake. I'm a pie guy.
Are you pie guy?
I'm a pie guy.
I like apple pie, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a cake guy. Yeah.
I grew up, I did not appreciate this at the time. My mom was an excellent baker and stay-at-home mom, and she would bake every day. Every day we'd have something. And all I wanted were ding-dongs and ho-hos, and it would hurt her feelings. And
I mean, I get that. You know, I understand that. But I bake goods every day.
Yeah.
At some point, you ate what she baked.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
It's just that
change the pace.
You want what you don't have.
Okay. All
and
right.
my parents were not. Let's buy ho-hos and ding-dongs.
No, but
kind
same
of
way
people.
here.
Yeah.
All right. I think the first time I ever bought a 6-pack of Coca-Cola, I was in college.
Oh wow.
We drank. We did vests and whatnot, but
Sure.
we weren't
Shasta.
we just weren't have soda at the drop of a hat. Like there's always soda in the refrigerator. Things like that.
I love vests.
Man, we always
I
had
like vests too.
We never had cans of soda. We always had 2 liters.
2 liters, yeah.
And I always liked day 1 of the 2 liter, but like day 2, fizz is gone.
something happened to it.
What are we
right.
doing at this point?
If there's ever one of those things where, like, you know what, we would have had 2 liters too. Rachel said my dad didn't like 2 liters.
Okay.
So, it was one of those. That,
Yeah.
we were.
With dad wants, dad
Right,
gets.
yeah, and we were like. It would have made so much sense for us to do 2 liters
Right.
all the time,
Right.
because that's how the rest of the budget and the menu and all that was done. But we kind of splurged on the.
My dad, he was a union carpenter, and he would get pissed that poor people got government cheese. So he went and stood in line and got government cheese. And it was the best cheese we'd ever had.
Okay. We in Danville was the first place. Okay. But there was if you work in paper, everything. And there was a little paper concession where somebody in the back shop or even everybody said, like, hey, they got extra cheese, eggs. Anybody want any cheese? And like, taking orders. It's like, yeah, I need, because we made macaroni and cheese out of it, made the best macaroni and cheese. And I always said, like, get 2 eggs. We got some eggs, so get 1 or 2 cartons of eggs, but make sure you get the cheese.
Yeah.
Right. So it was like, and it was the best cheese.
Yeah.
Right, for cooking with.
I remember learning so many lessons growing up just watching. Because my mom and dad were not like, now, son, you need to learn from this. It was
Right.
just like, you can watch us and you can take what you want. But my dad, being a union carpenter, would be laid off a lot, like during the winter. And the union would provide baskets of food.
All right.
And then when my dad was a little more established, he stopped being laid off, my dad would always put $20 in the till. Yeah. And that taught me, like, okay, comes around, goes around.
Right. Well, it's kind of like, I still have like a savings account, which is just the ancillary savings account. And I try to keep a certain amount in there. It's not a lot. It's like, no, I just, hey, there's a little bit more at the end of the month, or right, hey, I got paid for this. You know how it is. Like, hey, I did a lot of speaking. I was the provocateur.
Mm-hmm.
I just like, just I'm just put in savings account.
Yeah.
Right. So I still have that in me too. It's.
So we're good friends. I don't know much about your upbringing. Tell me about your family.
Okay, I was born in Kirkwood, Missouri. My mom taught 30 years Kirkwood School District. All right, my dad was a pressman, was a 4-color printer. I have a sister. I mean, it was a mom, a dad, a sister, brother.
Really
a dog,
traditional.
Kirkwood, front yard, backyard.
Yeah.
You know, I just grew up a middle class kid.
Yeah.
I have friends and they laugh. I said, like, my life was much more Pleasant Valley Sunday than it was, you know, across 110th Street or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the perspective I have. I'm still very middle class oriented person. And I see in America what you grew up with and what I grew up with changing, not because of the people involved, but because of the economy and things like that. It's just like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You should be able to work 8 hours a day, 7.5, 2 parents, and that should be enough to cover everything.
Yeah.
Including college.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was.
That's what I mean. And now it's just like, no.
Yeah.
You barely get by.
My buddy Trish Gazelle, she might be listening right now. Her dad worked at AB.
Okay.
And he put all 4 sisters through college and managed to save money on an AB job.
Yeah. My sister we were in college 3 years at the same time. Okay. And same thing. And offering to do whatever. So don't worry about it. Don't worry.
That's
All
great.
right, we got this.
That's great.
We got this. So I know that, like I said, we did not splurge on anything.
Right.
We were not big vacation people.
Yeah.
With the family, never went to like Disney World or anything like that.
No, we were Ponderosa and Lake of the Ozarks people. Right.
We would go wherever we had relatives, and we lucked out. We had one of my mom's brothers settled in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
A sister settled in Washington D.C. One was in Indianapolis, and we were the St. Louis crew.
Yeah.
So between just visiting, you know, like
cousins.
that was like your vacation, right?
Remember that when you'd go to a cousin's place and you knew him, but you didn't know him.
Yeah,
and there's like an awkward hour where you're like,
right, exactly.
And then you're just like thick as thieves.
And then we saw each other enough because we did not have like every year family reunions, but Pine Bluff, the foundation of the family where mom was from and all that, oftentimes during the summer, more than one family or the group of kids will be in Pine Bluff at the same time.
Yeah.
So we got to live that little country life for like a week or two, which was also good. You're a little country boy. You know, when you're 9, 10, go fishing in a stream.
We
and all
grew
that.
up in the country, and I had a mini bike, but my cousins lived on a farm, and they had motorcycles. And back then in the 70s, there was no like, oh, I don't know if you should ride that.
Yes,
you're jumping crap and wrecking and hitting trees. Right?
Yeah, it was. How did we make it?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you look at something like, man, how do we survive?
If someone got hurt and they started running to the house, you're like, no, you handle it.
Right. Oh, exactly.
They're going to shut this down.
Oh, that. And when we did a thing they shut down the slip and slide thing in St. Charles because kids were getting hurt. And we're like, come on now. I mean, but what? I mean, our playground, you know, like the reason you didn't fall off the bars outside was because there was concrete underneath you. So like, don't fall.
Yeah.
That's my advice to you.
Right.
But I do understand because you don't want to be sued. And we're a litigation happy kind of society now. Yeah. And, you know, Joey gets his tooth knocked out. You told Joey to be careful when we were growing up.
Right.
Joey gets his tooth knocked out now, and you want $10 million, and he'll be scarred for life.
So, serious question. Growing up in Kirkwood, middle class, do you feel like you missed some of the racism, or did it find you?
No, because what I learned was that my mom grew up in a segregated time and community. We were the first generation of kids, technically, to integrate many things. Nobody flat called you out, name. That didn't happen very often, but there was just straight out animosity.
Tell me about that.
All right. Brian Haynes, my artist, great friend of mine. Met him in 3rd grade. My sister and I were going to be among the first black people to do cotillion, and people had a problem with it. And Mrs. Haynes said, like, her son was going to do it. Brian, good friend, said, okay, none of it. You're not doing it. None of them are doing it. And, my mom was saying, like, listen, Miss Haynes, don't not do something because, Kirkwood still got, problems, stuff like that. We could handle that. We ain't worried about that. And so there was still some just abject racism in Kirkwood, even being a part of it. This is this is now early 70s. By the time we got to high school, man, in the late 70s, there's a different kind of vibe. There was still a lot going on, but I think I call it, like they said, that disco generation, man. It was first one. It's like, you might be white and I might be black, and you might not even like whatever, your parents or whatever's going on. We can get along. We just want to dance and chase girls and, sneak a puff, drink a beer, just like, so it was a little bit more, we got along. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Right.
So I know that you had to have been emotionally affected by it, but you're such an even guy. You seem to me like you would have handled it very well.
Well, it was one of those that, I was told this, okay, just grew up in a house where said, like, look, let's be straight up, all right? There are people that don't like you because of the color of your skin. We cannot let that stand in the way of the goals that we wish to accomplish, whatever your goals are. That's what my whole thing. As I tell people, like, I didn't throw a dartboard and say, like, the first newspaper I'm going to work at is in Danville, Illinois. And this was after I was an intern in Cincinnati. So, and, people say, how did you do that? How did you? I said, like, because I always wanted to work in a newspaper. My first job was in Danville, Illinois. I didn't care if and the Klan was like about an hour away over in Indiana.
That's a great name for a book.
Yeah,
the Klan was about an hour away.
But I didn't care. I don't care what I'm walking into. So like, no, I'm here to be a newspaper man, and I don't care who does or doesn't like it. And that's how I was, just kind of raised. You just can't even, you can't be worried about it. I think too many black kids or too many black families, run into the race roadblock, and it really slows them down or stops them altogether. And it shouldn't. It just shouldn't.
Yeah.
Go around, be like water, man. Find a way. We all did, and it's worse. Every generation of black family, the one before them had it worse than they do. Yeah. Okay. Now, somebody could probably tell me now, like, well, dude, it's a little different right now. Okay. But I'm still saying, like, no, it's what you see in the news, what people are saying, and executive orders and all that, it still doesn't stop you from getting good grades and getting accepted into the college of your choice and things like that. Those, I'm not that smart. I'm not, but I did well enough, and you can do well enough to create opportunities for yourself, regardless if it's a racist, and I'm not saying it's a racist society, but I am saying that there's racism in society. So what? I mean, just do what you do. Racism doesn't make you be a criminal. Racism doesn't make you not study. Racism doesn't do all these things to you.
It's not a disease.
It's not a disease, right? It's like, okay, yeah, it's a racist world. All right, okay, right. Geometry ain't racist. I got an F in geometry, by the way. That's why I took that one. Just once.
Might have been a little racist.
That's why I picked that class. No, English, math, they're not racist.
Dude, if I were a black guy your age back then, I'd have been calling racism constantly.
You think so?
Yes. I'm a floater. Everything I couldn't do, I'd be like, there you go. There you go. Hang out. I got some more questions for you. Alvin Reed is here with us. Tell you guys about my friend Mike at Michael's, not Michael's Flooring. This is Michael's Baths. And he's had such success here on KMOX. And he's great. He's great at what he does. He has a great business, but he got lucky with the timing because we are sort of riding the coattails of national companies like Bathfitter and 3 Day Kitchen and Bath that plowed the ground for the last few years with national television ads. And people now know, like, oh, I don't have to go to a general contractor. I need to get someone who just does bathrooms. But now Mike does it. He does it better. We have all made in the USA products. They don't. He is just more careful. He's just better at it. And he does it for 30 to 50% less than the national guys. So it's a win-win. And I get it because if something's 30 to 50% off, but it's subpar, then you're not getting a deal at all. But people have been ecstatic with Michael. Tons of people have called him, gotten bids, done bathroom remodels from the DGS. So if that is in your future, at least get a bid from him. I think once you meet him, you look him in the eye, you shake his hand, you're going to trust him. Call 636-775-0800 or check us out at michaelsbaz.com.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, you'll hear true stories that will intrigue you, inspire you, and make you laugh.
He said, is there anything in your diet that might be spiking your blood sugar? I said, sometimes I eat pizza until I'm unconscious. He said, I think that might be it.
For real stories live on stage from comedians, astronauts, accountants, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
Attention all dog owners. If you have ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, you've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathy Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins, omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag, risk-free. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of vibrant health. Order now. It'll be at your house in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
You feel it every time you check out. Prices up, paychecks stretched, families squeezed. That's why Ann Wagner's fighting to get government off your back and out of your way. Wagner passed the largest tax cut in American history, expanded child tax credits, ended taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security. And Wagner is working to lower costs so families keep more of their hard-earned money. But Ann Wagner knows delivering for Missouri means more than just protecting their wallets. It means protecting our streets as well. That's why Wagner fought to secure our border, deport dangerous illegal aliens, partner with law enforcement, and put predators behind bars and off our streets so our neighborhoods and communities stay safe. Because real effective leadership protects what matters most: your money, your family, your safety. Ann Wagner for Congress.
I'm Ann Wagner, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Ann Wagner for Congress.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this rush hour ad to keep you calm, which could help your driving. And science says therapy is great for a healthy mindset. So enjoy this 14-second session on us. I think you've done everything right and absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, anything that hasn't gone your way could probably be blamed on your father not being emotionally available because his father wasn't emotionally available, and so on. And now that you're calm and healing, you're probably driving better too.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You don't need a lab coat to change the future of cancer. You just need to show up. From first-time riders to lifelong champions, from corporate teams to kids, Pedal the Cause brings together thousands who put their hope into action. Ride, volunteer, lead a team, support a rider, because cures don't happen by chance. They happen when a community takes action. We are the answer to cancer. Join us at pedalthecause.org.
Are moles tearing up your yard? Don't let these lawn invaders turn your beautiful property into a mess. Rottler Pest Solutions offers professional mole control services to protect your lawn from damage. Visit Rottler.com today to schedule your free inspection.
100 years, one legendary voice. Relive KMOX's century of service, classic audio, photos, videos, and more at KMOX100.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday, 324. Alvin Reed is here from Donnybrook. Big day. Rachel is celebrating her 10-year anniversary on the DGS. Andrew said the F word on the air. We got a lot going for us today.
Yeah, it's been an exciting day.
About an hour ago, we learned that the Cardinals have signed an extension with J.J. Weatherholt. We talked about it with Bernie Miklasz. We'll talk about it more as the show goes on. What do you think of that?
I think it's good. If they had, a year from now, if they had done it, I would have said good too. I don't think you have to wait and see. I think the way prices are going up, who knows what the budget's going to look like after this work stoppage that's about to start. I do think so. No, it's good to get him in there. Look, these younger teams are doing it. They are eyeballing who they think is with them for the long run. J.J. Weatherholt here. Pittsburgh is doing it with a couple people. The White Sox have done it with their young ones, the Montgomerys. I'll tell you who waited maybe a season or two too late, and I am repeating this. I heard this on MLB Network when they were talking about J.J., was the Nationals, who have C.J. Abrams and Wood, and they could have locked them up like 2-3 years ago, and they're both getting paid now. But just if they had said, okay, they didn't get off to the kind of start that Weatherholt has, but nonetheless, they could have locked them up a little earlier. So in the long run, it has cost them millions of dollars.
Do you personally need to see a little more from Jordan Walker to get a similar deal?
I think I would just like to see him do it in the second half of the season.
Same.
All right. Then he got a raise today. Jordan Walker got a raise today, too.
It's a good day for all of them.
It won't show it on the check just yet, but he got a raise today, too, especially if he continues on the way he has played in the second half. And guys in home run derby, I don't want him to be in home run derby.
Tell me about that.
Because people fall off the
You
face
and Ricky
of the
Horton
earth,
both.
man. Right? It's like, you've seen people just storm through the first half of the season and almost win the home run derby and then just fall apart. And I worry, man.
Yeah. Wheels thinks it changes their swing.
I know it does. It bothers me. Like I said, dude, or just, man, hit some home runs, and once you fall behind, don't try to
Have some
catch
fun.
up. Have some fun. Right. But don't. No.
This is going to be such an old guy thing to say. I loved the All-Star game when we were kids.
Yes. Yes.
You didn't get to see the American League.
Right.
They're all wearing the uniforms.
Right.
Pete Rose is running people over.
Wait, the pitchers were serious.
Yeah, they're brushing it back.
Right. They're like, no, it was a very serious game, and it has changed. It begins with all the people just saying like, I'll pass. Like, man, you're all-star. Like, no, that's all right. You go. I don't want to go. Well, all right. Times have changed, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
But good for Jordan Walker for being on the All-Star team, and good for him stepping up to the plate. No pun intended.
I didn't realize Riley O'Brien was having such a great season.
Yeah, he did.
Quietly.
And now it's one of those where like the numbers are that and whatnot. And if you look at the number of wins the Cardinals had, and look at the number of saves he has, he's it's almost like the numbers are there, but he's not like the most dominant, like the best closer in baseball.
Yeah.
The Cardinals aren't going to give him $14-15 million a year anytime soon.
Right.
But anyway, good for him also.
All right, buddy. Have a great weekend.
All right, man. You too.
Tell you guys about Dr. Kathy Maupin at BioBalance Health. I was just there this morning getting my Botox. If you're on the stream, look at that. It's like a big, smooth, tanned egg. I go in from a pellets, and then every few months I'll get the Botox. It keeps me looking a little less 61 years old. Every time I go, and I've been there dozens and dozens of times, I'm always impressed with, one, how nice and beautiful it is. It's in Creve Coeur. It's a med spa. But how cool everyone is. Stacy and Sonny and just Sarah, everyone there is just normal, cool. Dana, who is the injector, who's just an artist, and she's very conservative. If you wanted something that she thought was going to give you the clown face, she'd just tell you, I'm not going to do that. Here's what we can do. So you can trust them. Right next door is BioBalance Health, where I get my pellets. I'm about halfway through, my 5 months, so I'll be going in there into summer or so. And everything that they advertise, whether it's in the bedroom, the boardroom, the gym, whatever it is, everything gets better. I've had no adverse symptoms. If I did, they're so small I didn't even clock them. So if you want to feel much, much better with the pellets, you want to look a little better with Botox or chemical peels or microneedling or things like that, go to biobalancehealth.com.
Before YouTube DIY videos, before skip ad, before don't forget to like and subscribe, there was KMOX. And this Saturday, we're still at your service. At 8, the Garden Hotline with Michelle Reeser-West, sponsored by Chesterfield Valley Nursery. At 11, the Home Improvement Show with Rich Orris, sponsored by Mosby Building Arts. So, skip the videos and get it done right. KMOX is at your service, starting Saturday at 8.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck taxed, your property taxed, everything you buy taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Traffic from the michaelsflooringoutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, we got a crash on westbound 70 out in the Lake St. Louis-Wentzville area. First of all, westbound 70 is kind of slow, Zumbell to Cave Springs, but it jams just west of Bryan Road. The crash is just before Highway A, and they have the left lane blocked on westbound 70. After that, it's still slow west of Wentzville Parkway to David Hochul Parkway. Westbound 64, barely a slowdown in the city. Hampton out through Clayton Skinker. It's a little slow between Spady and Ballas. It jams, though, at Lake St. Louis Boulevard out to 70. South 270, Isle to Ladue, 64 to Clayton Road, Doherty Ferry to Big Bend. Just a few little slowdowns. That doesn't look bad. Eastbound 64 past the Interbelt, a little busy. South 55 approaching M, midway down to Highway Z, slow from a recent incident. Southbound 255 passing Route 3 Columbia, a little bit of a backup. Roadwork jams on the Illinois side. Eastbound 64, 111 to 157. 5570 both ways between 203 and a point east of 111 are heavy. And northbound 255, north of 64, all the way up to 5570, you've got heavy traffic. I'm Roger Brand at the michaelsflooringoutlet.com Traffic Center.
Weather sponsored by Renner Garage Door, forward and back, RENNER.
Giddy up! Cardinal Cowboy here. Summer heat can put your garage door to the test. Stay ahead of the game with a Renner Garage Door Summer Tune-Up. Plus, score a free repair or replacement quote and $100 off a new garage door. Forward and back.
It's 3:32. This time check is brought to you by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Most sellers put their home on the market and just wait to see what happens. This is Debbie Monterey. I'm with Gloria Liu, your home sold guaranteed realty. Gloria, is there a better way to sell?
There is. Instead of listing your home the traditional way and hoping for the right buyer, I can get you up to 8 competitive cash offers right from the start. That means you're not guessing what your home might sell for. You're looking at the real offers and choosing the one that works the best for you. It also helps you to set the right price and create stronger demand if you decide to go to market. It gives you control, leverage, and a clear path forward before you accept just any offer. And remember, I'll guarantee to sell your home at 100% of the market value, or I'll pay you the difference.
Before you sell your home, see what your options are. Call the one I trust, Gloria Liu, 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. That's GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession date.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get inside your Redbirds and the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX. This is the Dave Glover Show on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
I'm going to talk the guys into doing this song.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I love this song.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Should we do Sweet 16 of Best Acoustic Songs Monday?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Do you call this an acoustic song?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think acoustic songs need to be nothing but an acoustic guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
Dave Murray joins us courtesy of the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center. Hello, Dave Murray.
Hello there. Rachel, happy anniversary.
Yay.
Thank you, Dave.
Yay. Started when you were 16.
I know. It's crazy. Can't believe they let me work here.
And congratulations for Andrew.
Yes. You're not fired yet.
Well,
Did you put yourself into timeout?
yeah.
I love the
Hey, that stuff
enthusiasm.
happens.
Andrew's like,
that
dang.
stuff happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little embarrassed by it, but I know it's not something I can get away with not talking about.
Dude,
so.
it has happened to everyone on the air except for me.
Except you? Yeah, exactly.
Some of us are pros.
Everybody.
I almost cussed again.
Yeah, Dave Glover just says, like, the absolute
closest thing
yes.
to it.
Like,
Yeah.
if any of
cussed the
us said it,
whole
we would
show.
get in huge trouble.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Rach really made me laugh like a couple years ago when she said, I've never heard anyone who can cuss so successfully like Dave. She said when the priest and rabbi comes in, he'll be like, what's up, mofos? But say the real thing.
And they're like, oh, Dave.
It's like,
How is this happening?
It's like we always say, Dave gets away with it.
Dave gets away with
Dave
it.
gets away with it.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
and earlier after I said it, you were like, it's so funny how we can say effing. We can't say the word. And I was like, I feel like we maybe can't say that either.
Yeah.
So, Dave, serious rain down south, man.
Yeah, in fact, that's the first thing we should talk about. Some areas had up to 7-8 inches of rain. And, it's the weekend, and the primary rain, just draw a line from Rolla to Farmington and along that line and point south. So if you're thinking of a float trip and you haven't really been following the weather, call ahead, call your location and make sure the rivers are okay or if they're even open because they're going to be flowing like crazy.
Man. I mean, I know you knew that was going to happen, but boy, oh boy, that is something.
Yep. In this situation that we're in, you never quite know exactly where it's going to happen, other than that the dominant feature with these storms, where they do happen, with extremely heavy rains and local flooding.
Yeah.
And it just, and once they get going, they can sometimes keep going over the same area over and over again.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird pattern.
Other than 93, how floody has St. Louis been in your career here?
I would say I could probably go back and look at maybe 5 or 6 events. 93 obviously was the king. Nothing ever really close to that, but they were probably good. We had a big December flood, I think back in the early 80s maybe. And that was horrible. That, it wasn't like 93, but when you get flooding and the air temperature is in the 20s, that's just not a pretty thing.
Bad combo.
Just not yeah.
And little rain for the weekend too?
Yeah, it's one of these strange patterns. There's nothing around St. Louis right now. I think the evening is fine for any plans you may have. There's a batch of thunderstorms in northwest Missouri. Watch that to see if it holds together. But I think our chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms will be very late tonight, probably after midnight. So if you have evening plans, I think we're all good there. Scattered showers and thunderstorms again Saturday and Saturday night. No all day or all night rain. Where the stronger storms happen, same thing. Very heavy rain, thunder, lightning, some gusty winds. Still think Sunday's going to be a pretty good day. Partly sunny, 87. I'm going to keep a chance of a spot thunderstorm, but I think most of Sunday is dry. Beautiful Sunday evening and Sunday night. Monday, sunny and 87, and all of next week right now looking good. Temperatures upper 80s and dry. No thunderstorm pattern next week.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Reese, what do you want to do?
We could do headlines. We also have the flashback Friday of the past 10 years.
Yeah, let's
might
do
be
that.
Kind of fun.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, just thinking about the last 10 years, there's been a lot that's happened on and off the show. Let's talk about off the show. So in 2016, actually, July 11th, 2016, which is the
day.
anniversary, the U.S. announced it would send 560 more troops to Iraq to help fight ISIL.
ISIL?
Yeah, remember ISIL?
No.
It's like ISIS, but it's ISIL.
Yeah, it was. I think it's just another name for ISIS,
Oh,
a
all right.
terrorist group.
You don't remember ISIL?
No one hit
I
me
don't
to
either.
that, dude.
Because I thought it was because I asked. It was sort of like when they say UBL, like
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden. It was just like another way to say ISIS was ISIL.
Can't pin
Is
those
how
guys down.
Is how I understood it.
November 8th, 2016, of course, Donald Trump was elected president of the United States for the first time.
Big year.
Big year. Also in 2016, we had the Equifax breach that, exposed the personal data of millions of Americans. That kind of has happened over and over again since then. The U.S. did formally move to withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord. 2018, Brett Kavanaugh was confirmed to the Supreme Court, and we remember what a bitter fight that was following that
beer.
every day.
I drank
Yes.
beer.
And in 2018, the U.S. held a historic summit with North Korea. To this day, still one of the most it was just a crazy thing to watch on television.
Yes, it was.
Seeing those two walking towards each other with the flags, you know. Ugh, craziness. In 2019, the House of Representatives impeached President Trump for the first time. Then 2020, COVID-19 began spreading globally and completely transformed our lives, especially here in the U.S. The murder of George Floyd
Can you stop
led
right
to
there,
nationwide
Rach?
protests. What's up, Dave?
Dave Murray, what was your COVID story? I don't know if I've ever really heard, like, what were you doing? Where were you?
When we had we went up to LA for some event, and I think it was a concert. I don't even remember what concert it was. And then like 2 days later, like everything broke loose that this was out here. So that was like, well, at least we got that in.
Yeah.
As far as having it, I think I probably had it 2 or 3 times. Once not pretty. Once I thanked my grandson for it because I think he was a carrier on one trip.
Yeah.
That one really knocked me out.
Yeah.
And I think Janice probably has had it twice.
Did you guys just hunker down?
Yeah, for the most part. Doing what we were supposed to do, and then you kind of got tired of doing it. It's like, okay, well,
yeah,
let's just get it over with. But got the vaccines. We remember I showed the cards. I had my whole array of vaccine cards.
Yes, I do remember that.
Andrew
now.
made fun of me about that.
I found my vaccination card in a drawer the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that brings back some memories."
Yeah,
that's weird. Back to you, Rach.
Yeah, Joe Biden won the presidential election in 2020. Then 2021 hit, and there was the U.S. Capitol attack on January 6th. The U.S. ended the war in Afghanistan in 2021. COVID vaccines became widely available. The Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, and Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine happened. Sorry, this was 2022. I skipped ahead to 2022. And then President Trump became the first former U.S. president to face criminal charges. And you'll remember the House removed its speaker in a pretty rare moment. That was nuts whenever they were getting rid of McCarthy.
Yeah.
That was 2023. 2024, Joe Biden withdrew from the presidential race after pressure following the debate, and Donald Trump returned to the presidency. So there's
kind of a quiet 10 years.
Yeah, not much happened. I mean, these were just
man.
like the biggest highlights that were top of
Yeah.
mind. But I
Yeah.
mean, there's a ton more that's happened, obviously. I also pulled some things from pop culture that happened in the past 10 years. Okay, in 2017, do you guys remember at the Oscars, La La Land was mistakenly announced as Best Picture, and then they had to come back and be like, oh no, actually it's Moonlight.
Yeah.
Which I remember thinking at the time that they faked that for publicity.
Okay.
It's Warren Beatty, right?
Believe it.
Yes. Taylor Swift released her album Reputation. 2018, Black Panther became a huge box office hit and a hit in pop culture. 2019, Game of Thrones ended with a finale that became one of the most debated TV conclusions in a long time. Avengers Endgame became a huge hit. That's like Wheeler's favorite movie. He's always referencing that movie.
He loves that movie.
2020, pop culture changed a lot. It moved heavily online during the pandemic. We got really into live streams, TikToks, virtual performances. We just had to adjust to keep our entertainment. Of course we did. Taylor Swift had surprise albums. Beyonce released a visual album. 2021, Britney Spears was freed from her conservatorship. 5 years ago that happened. 2022, man, this rocked my world. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars.
I think you texted me.
I called you. I said, Dave, you have to turn on the Oscars right now.
And I was like, I don't think so. And you're like, turn
I
it
was
on.
like, this is the most important thing that has ever happened. Top Gun Maverick came out in 2022. It feels like it was both longer and more recently. I don't know, but it feels like Top Gun Maverick has been in the conversation for a long time.
Can we go back to Will Smith?
Yeah.
As you guys know, I am a huge proponent of grace and forgiveness. I have needed it my whole life. I try to give it. I have nothing in my heart for Will Smith but antipathy. I thought that was one of the most classless, unprofessional, inhumane things that any celebrity's ever done. I'm probably on an island on this.
No, it was wrong. He should not have done that.
Yeah, I think most people agree that it was
shocking.
Very much a wrong.
It was horrible. I do have to cut him a little bit of slack because I think he was getting some pressure at home.
You think?
A little bit. I think he was fine, and then he looked over at his beloved.
He's like,
and
I'm
he was like, now I got to do something.
Yeah.
I got to slap him.
That's the theory, because if you watch the footage,
was
which I do nightly, he was laughing along because he's like, it's a joke, but
Yeah.
she was not, and then you can kind of see him glance over at
He's like,
her.
oh, here we go.
Next thing you know, he's slapping him. Also weird that they continued to then give him an Oscar.
he won the Oscar.
Got a
and-
standing ovation.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was a strange day. That was a
was
strange
weird.
evening.
All right, let's skip ahead to 2023, and that's kind of when we'll stop. Barbenheimer was the movie phenomenon of
I never
the
saw
summer.
Barbie.
That was 23.
That was 2023.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
When did you think it was?
It just seems like
Last
2
month?
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift's Eras Tour began in 2023. I feel like that just ended like 2 weeks ago. That went on for a real long time. But obviously some more things have happened, but those are just some of the big highlights. Think of all the other things in between that have happened in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Dave, have a great weekend, buddy.
You too.
Tell you guys about Universal Windows Direct. I'm going to make this really straightforward. One, because it's Friday and it's late, we're tired, but also because the beauty, the deal to me of Universal Windows Direct is that they are simple. That's why I pick them over other window companies. They don't spend time aggrandizing themselves and doing little SNL skits. No, who cares? I don't care about you. I care about the window. I care about the terms. I care about the price. I care about the warranties and such. And when it comes to that, Universal Windows has everyone beat. Lifetime warranty, lifetime guarantee, 20-year warranty that you can pass on to someone who buys your house down the road. Right now, you buy 4 windows, you get 4 windows for free, so 50% off, and you get 4 years to pay it off, 0% interest, same as cash. 314-334-2522 or universalwindowsdirect.com.
It's 3:48, and this time check is brought to you by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, they're still working the crash on westbound Highway 70. This traffic report is a service of Ricken Financial. Westbound Highway 70, the crash is just before Highway A. Left lane still shut down. Looks like the flatbed's there, so it may not be too much longer, but it's a solid jam pretty much back to Highway K at this point in time. Southbound 270, 64 down toward Manchester, the only slow down there. South 170, just busy at the Parkway. Eastbound 64, slow past 170 to Big Bend. Westbound 64, Hampton to Bellevue, the heaviest part there, but it is jammed at Lake St. Louis Boulevard out to 70. By the way, 70 through the David Hokel Parkway area is kind of slow once you get past that Highway A incident. Southbound 55 M most of the way down to Highway Z, heavy due to an earlier incident on the Illinois side. Roadwork backups. Eastbound 5570 from 64 to 111. Westbound 5570 west of 255 to 111. Eastbound 64, 111 to 157. And northbound 255 north of 64 all the way up to 5570 is jammed. I'm Roger Brand in the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Income is the outcome that matters the most in retirement. Join us for Kickin' with the Rickens, Redefining Retirement with Jerry Ricken and Heidi Ricken Provost every Saturday at 3 p.m. right here on KMOX, and get more at rickenfinancial.com.
For men over 50, staying healthy shouldn't feel complicated. Neovitin Men's 50 Plus is a doctor-formulated daily multivitamin designed to support everyday wellness with just 2 tablets a day. You can subscribe at neovitin.com for convenient monthly delivery right to your door, or find Neovitin Men's 50 Plus at your local Deerbirds or Schnucks. All Neovitin vitamins are manufactured in a GMP-certified facility in the USA and are designed for real, everyday routines. Make nutrition easy with Neovitin Men's 50 Plus.
Teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, and military, this one's for you. Scott Credit Union's Community Heroes program offers special financing on homes, autos, and more. It's our way of saying thanks. Visit scu.org today. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 415767. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Hey guys, Kevin Wheeler for Game Day Men's Health. You, of course, can find them at GameDayMen'sHealth.com. And look, here's a simple kind of overview. I haven't done this in a while. Game Day Men's Health is a company built to make healthcare easy, efficient, comfortable, and individual. So I can speak from my own experience. You know, it all started about a year ago with an hour consultation that included a blood test. It was really quick. Actually, it was less than an hour. But we had a plan in place for me to get to feel the way I wanted to. I was dragging heavy legs, hard to recover from workouts. And ever since I started working with Game Day Men's Health, that has all stopped. I feel like I did 10, 12, 15 years ago because my body works better. Testosterone replacement therapy is what has worked for me. For you, maybe it's that. Maybe you're looking at ED treatments. Maybe you're interested in peptides. If you're looking at medical weight loss, they have great prices there. Everything is individualized. Everything is overseen by board-certified medical professionals. So all you need to do is take the step. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com, set up your appointment. When you're there, tell them Kevin Wheeler sent you. They'll knock $50 off your first purchase, and you'll get a free vitamin B12 shot. Get back to the top of your game with Game Day Men's Health, and you can find out more at GameDayMen'sHealth.com.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Coming up at 4 p.m., the Cardinals are going to have a press conference. I'm assuming it's going to be about J.J. Weatherholt. We will cover that live, whether it's 5 minutes or 20 minutes. We don't know. We're going to just let them talk because it's a big deal. And I, for one, am happy. Super happy. Like I was saying really to Bernie Miklasz, I'm no Bernie Miklasz. I'm no Matt Pauley, but I'm a big fan. And I truly can look down the road 2-3 seasons and see us competing for a pennant with these players, maybe with Rodriguez and Baez. And it's exciting. Super exciting.
I might get like a Weatherhold jersey or something now that there's like much less risk of him, leaving the team.
You can wear it for 8 years.
Yeah, leaving the team in 2 years or whatever.
A few fun facts. 4,000-year-old clay tablet is in the news. 4,000 years old. Because it's from a boy telling his mother that he didn't like the clothes she made him.
I saw this. I thought this was so funny.
People think it's the first documented case of whining.
1,000-year-old little Dave Glover.
Well, it's so. Did you read the details of
No,
it, Dave?
I didn't.
It's so good because he's like, I guess you don't love me, Mom, because my outfit isn't cool, and I look like I'm of a lower class than I'm actually in. It's just so well, it's classic. It's how little boys have talked to their moms for years. It's really
a man
interesting.
just set the record for the most mouse clicks in a minute. 760 clicks in 60 seconds.
Impressive.
But sad.
No.
I mean, whatever.
He's doing what he loves.
Whatever led him to that
He's
skill.
surfing the web.
Whatever makes him happy.
You need this now or in a minute?
Click, 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 click. I need it in 25 seconds.
Okay.
Now it's fine. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll do
I
it
don't
now.
care.
I'll do it now. Tell you guys about my friend, attorney Mark Cantor, and he is my friend. He's a good dude. He is he's kind of out of central casting, right? I mean, he's tall and handsome and gray around the temples. He's the guy you want walking into court on your behalf. Now, if he just looked that way and that was it, that would be one thing, but he has decades of experience with analyzing cases and hiring expert witnesses and valuing cases, depositions, judge trials, jury trials. You want someone who has been there and done that. Look, at one point, I was a first-year attorney. After 3 years, I opened my own place. No one should have hired me because when you can hire someone who's been doing it for decades, I don't care what it is, that's probably your move. And when it comes to plaintiffs' attorneys, they're all going to be taking a similar share. So it's not like they're charging you $1,000 per hour or something like that. Anytime a plaintiff's attorney says, like on the television advertising, you only, pay if we only get paid if you do. Well, jackass, that's for every plaintiff's attorney. Don't let them fool you into thinking there's something special. If you have someone in your life who's been injured, whether it's a car accident, a slip and fall, got bad treatment in a nursing home, medical malpractice, products liability, and you think someone else may be at fault, they may not. Let an expert help you out with that. Call Mark Cantor, 314-628-9999, CantorInjuryLaw.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where 24-pack Crayola crayons are just 50 cents?
Staples has folders, notebooks, and pens at great prices.
I'm smiling from ear to ear.
It's the most wonderful time.
Mom, I missed the bus of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples, where school supplies start at just 25 cents. Staples.
That was easy.
Visit your local Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
Bill, that's a big smile for an old politician.
I'm thinking about our plan. It's slick enough to make a lobbyist blush. First, we hoodwink voters with Amendment 5. Tell them it's a tax cut. Once they're hooked, we decide who pays the higher taxes.
So it's not a tax cut plan, and we don't get a say?
Right, just swaps who pays the tax, but it does remove 3 voter-passed taxpayer constitutional protections. That lets us levy new taxes on services, increase sales taxes, and even tax home sales. And voters will no longer get to vote on tax hikes.
Higher sales taxes on groceries, gas, service taxes on doctor visits, childcare, and even rent on apartments. Jeez. Taxes could exceed 20%.
Sure, they figure that up to 80% of taxpayers will pay more taxes. Many, hundreds more. Seniors, they'll get hit even harder, but our big donors will cut a fat hog.
The ones getting butchered by Amendment 5 are most taxpayers. I'm voting no on 5.
Paid for by Missourians for fair taxation.
Milo's Money Days are here, and we're making it rain for rewards members. For the first time ever, when you make a purchase of $200 or more through July 12th, you'll get up to $30 back in extra Milo's money. Not a member yet? Join for free today, because members get more at Lowe's. Milo's Money Award varies based on status. Members in Gold get 30, Silver get 20, and Bronze get 10. Milo's Money valid for 30 days. Restrictions and more terms at Lowe's.com/Milo's Money Days.
Hey, Kevin Wheeler here, and look, we are still, for the moment, at the center of the soccer universe. It's not going to last forever, and the fun is still there, and if you want to have fun with it even more than you normally would just watching on TV, check out FanDuel Sportsbook. Of course, FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of KMOX. It's been my official sportsbook really since it launched. I couldn't play in Missouri until 2026, but I've been playing for a lot of years, and it's fantastic, and they are always looking for ways to change the game at FanDuel. And with soccer, look, sometimes your player gets subbed out if you got some action on a striker or whatever, and your bet goes off with them when they get subbed out, but not with FanDuel Super Sub. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. It's that simple. It's just as simple as this. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're all the way in it, all the way until the final whistle. So just visit FanDuel.com/Missouri to get yourself started, to learn more, and then you can let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Always remember, though, that you have to be 21 or older and present in Missouri. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, they did clear that crash on westbound 70 at Highway A. Westbound 70 is a good run until you get to about TR Hughes. TR Hughes through Lake St. Louis Boulevard's busy, and then it's slow again west of 61 out toward David Hochul Parkway at a couple of spots. Westbound 64, the Science Center, headed out through McCausland is slow, and then it backs up in pockets west of Lake St. Louis Boulevard out to 70. South 270 is clear. Westbound 44, we have a backup through 141. Looks like it may have an incident there. Illinois drivers, eastbound 64 approaching 111 to 157 is jammed. For the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis, KMOX FM Hazelwood, the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, guys. You're listening to the Dave Glover Show on KMOX. 4 o'clock straight up. The Cardinals are about to have a press conference. I'm joined by Matt Pauley. Matt, big day in St. Louis.
It is, Dave. As you might be able to hear in the background, they are going to be starting a press conference in just a moment, presumably to announce an extension for J.J. Weatherholt. Let me listen into this for just a second, see if they're starting. Okay, I think it's still going to be a moment, but
tomorrow, so we have a lot of staff in town.
We're going to go ahead and go to the press conference. I believe that was Heim's voice. Are they starting? I can't see it, Dave, so this is making for fantastic radios. I'm trying to listen and figure out what is going on. But, Dave, nonetheless, obviously a really, really big day for the Cardinals. An 8-year extension is what's being reported for J.J. Weatherholt.
Are we going to go to the press conference, Matt?
They're going to start at any moment.
Okay. I will say this. As a fan, I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, I think so. And this is something that is very much. Okay, we're going to go to it right now, Dave. Here it is.
Exciting day for many people in this room. Cardinals CEO Bill DeWitt III, our guest of honor, Cardinals President Chaim Bloom, but also important people in the room, JJ's parents, Mark and Holly. Give a hand for that. Jeff Randazzo, and of course our manager Oliver Marmol and JJ's teammates, coaches, staff, front office, welcome. At this time, I'll turn over to Cardinals President of Baseball Operations, Chaim Bloom.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for making the adjustment on short notice. Very exciting day for us to make this announcement on contract extension with JJ. First of all, congrats, JJ. Congratulations to his family, Mike and Holly. Very glad you're here. As a parent myself, I think about this stuff sometimes and just all of the work that goes into raising someone who's a good person, who treats people right, who's independent, who's confident, who's resilient, who's passionate about his craft and committed to it. It's a lot of work. So it's really good that you're here. Jeff Randazzo, Covenant Sports Group, JJ's agent and his group, glad you're here. Thank you to ownership, to the DeWitt family for the support in making this commitment with JJ. Also, because the draft is tomorrow, we're fortunate. A lot of our scouting staff are here, and I see Flo in the room. Flo, who drafted JJ in 2024. I don't know if TC Calhoun, who's the area scout who signed him, is in the room. TC is here, so that's pretty special too, to be able to have that happen, because there's a lot of fingerprints in this organization every time any one of our players reaches the big leagues, and we've been fortunate this year to have a bunch of them join us. I'll keep this pretty brief because you all get to see JJ play every day, and I think his play speaks for itself. What you might not get to see as much is who he is, how he works, how he prepares, how he learns, how much he wants to be great, how much he cares about winning. All of that is great. He checks all those boxes, so we're really, really excited. Obviously, this event right now is about JJ, rightly so. A lot of his teammates are here. A lot of our staff are here, and I'm happy about that because I love what all of you guys are doing and have done culturally this year, what we're building, and all the guys here who are a part of this. And we still have a lot of work to do. We know we're not where we want to be yet. We got to work hard. We got to work with purpose. We got to work with urgency. But we feel that this commitment that we're making with JJ is a nice step towards where we want to go. And so we're happy to be making that today. Now I'll turn it over to JJ to say a few things.
Just want to say thank you, obviously, to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Praise be to Him and my family, my mom and my dad who are here, have sacrificed so much to, allow me to play this game that I love for my whole life. My agent Jeff and the Covenant team, Cashin, his son right there, who made the trip at 4:45 this morning to be in here. Those guys have been with me since college, and it's amazing to have a staff like that supports you and helps me manage everything that's going on. Ollie has been so great for me, and all the coaches here, including my teammates. Just those guys have been so helpful to help me go about my business, to learn what I need to learn, and to just continue to get better and focus on my craft. My teammates, of course, has made this transition just unbelievable. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to go out every day with and work with, and guys who are showing me the ropes, guys who are challenging me, guys who are getting me better. Of course, hitting department as well, just working with them every single day. It's been amazing. Stubby on the defensive end, and all the guys who just spend so much time behind the scenes helping me. Chad, our video departments, everybody. It's a team effort, and this is just the beginning for me, and it's just been so exciting to continue to work and get the opportunities that I have. Obviously, to Heim in the front office, the guys who believe in me, the guys who drafted me. It's been incredible that got drafted by this organization, was able to debut this year, and then now to get an extension. Just so grateful. I've always been the kind of guy who wants to respect and do well to those who do well to me, and so for them to take that step towards me, it means a lot. In St. Louis, it's been just great to be embraced by the fans. The culture that we're really trying to build here, to just continue to get back to playing the baseball that this town deserves. Could go on, but just it's been a combined effort. It's not just about me. Just so excited to be here. So thankful for the guys who have stepped up to make this work out, and just couldn't be happier.
Thank you, JJ. Very well said. Let's get our first question. Raise your hand and we'll get started. Mark.
Does this mean that you can now afford your own haircuts?
That one was still on you.
Lynn?
For JJ, I wonder for you, how much do you feel like this changes any maybe responsibility or just role within the club and the clubhouse?
It's one of the biggest things that me and Heim talked about is just continuing to be myself. I'm going to go about my work every single day. This won't change that. Just continue to try to get better each and every day. And, obviously people are going to see that I'm here for a long time. And that's great. So I'll have some role of just trying to be able to shape culture. But there's still guys in this clubhouse who have, been helping me along the ropes. And I got so much to learn. So just continue to go about my business and just continue to learn from other guys.
JJ, you mentioned just being here for a long time. How much does that mean to you to have that opportunity to kind of leave your fingerprints on this organization?
A lot. Yeah. I want to be in the same spot. Like, that's just how I am. I'm from a small town. Went to college an hour outside of that. Wanted to stay there as long as possible. It's the same here. When I got drafted, I knew that I wanted to be here for as long as possible. And this is the step in that direction. So it means a lot.
Anybody else? Lamar?
The confidence that this now gives you and the incredible first half you've had, how does this now push you forward and make you feel even more confident? Because everyone's always talking about how you have such poise, even as a young player in this game.
I mean, it's just great to have the backing from our staff and front office that this obviously shows that, they believe, and so that's great there. But just continue to go about my work that I do every day, and that's where the confidence mainly comes from, is that preparation and the work that I do behind the scenes. So this won't change a ton of that, but may free you up a little bit.
Rob?
Had this been in the works for a while, or did it kind of come together pretty quickly?
We talked about it for a little while. Without getting too deep into it, there had been some conversation about this as far back as the spring, on and off, and then we were able to come together now.
Daniel?
Bill, I know we're here a couple weeks ago talking with some of the leadership changes and kind of looking ahead to the future of the organization. How much is this move kind of a symbol of kind of where you guys want to head and kind of how you guys are progressing toward that?
Yeah, I mean, it's an important day, I think, for our long-term strategy of really building a core. Obviously, we're seeing that out on the field every day, and JJ is one of the keys to that group. And locking him up for this long period of time feels like one down and several more to go at some point. But it's a nice organizational milestone, but it's really just the beginning. And I think it shows, hopefully, our fans that we're committed to this process. And I think committed to playing it out in all the different ways that this process has to be committed to. So one of those is committing to some of your players long term. And so I think that's a big milestone in that rebuilding effort.
Lynn?
Hi. What, in your estimation, makes JJ, a guy that you wanted to do this with after such a short period of time? Obviously, it's been around the league, things like these are happening more often, but for you, what made him the guy to sort of lock up and to do this now at this point?
Well, we think he's a really good baseball player. He's very good at baseball. No, in all seriousness, that's not just a laugh line. LD, Larry Day, our farm director, is in the room. He likes to say that there's not big things or little things, there's just things. There's a lot of things that go into winning a baseball game. JJ cares about all of them, and he's really good at all of them. And that shows in a lot of different things that he does on the field. And again, I don't want to talk too much about the on-field because you guys get to see that. I think some of what this is about in terms of why the commitment, why now. Look, there's, Yogi Berra said predictions are hard, especially about the future. There's always the upside, there's risk in everything that we do. But, here's something that I think I know, which is that when this is done, JJ's going to go back in there. He's going to treat everybody in there with respect, and he's going to do everything that he needs to do in the training room, in the weight room, in the video room, in the cage to get ready to go beat the opposition tonight. And then tomorrow, the same guy's going to walk in the door and do the same thing. And, that's really, I go back to, what I know Ollie said at the beginning of the season when you guys were asking about JJ hitting leadoff. And he said, we trust him. And that is, as much as everything you see on the field, that's why, in my view, why we're sitting here.
All right. I know we got a game to get ready for. Appreciate everybody taking the time. And JJ.
All right, that is the press conference. Again, this is Matt Pauley coming your way from Busch Stadium, where the Cardinals have officially announced a contract extension for J.J. Weatherholt, an 8-year extension that does kick in next year. So they are buying out some of his arbitration years, also club control years, and even free agent years to give him the 8-year deal. And Dave, I'll hand things back to you, but an exciting time right now for Cardinals fans.
Yeah, Matt, do you want to join us after the break and discuss it a little bit, or you got work to do for tonight?
No, we can. I'll stick around a little bit.
All right, great. We're going to take a quick break here on the DGS. When we come back, Matt Pauley will do an analysis for us of the 8-year extension of J.J. Weatherholt. Back in a minute.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Paramount Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Paramount Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Paramount Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 314-720-8444. 314-720-8444. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 314-720-8444.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. We had a stall westbound 44 west of 141. That was what the trouble was. It looks like it's been cleared, but there's traffic bogged down back west of Soccer Park there, just west of the Merrimack on westbound 44. Not a jam, but it's pretty slow running through there. Now, other highways aren't as bad. Eastbound 70, you've got heavy stuff east of the Blanchard into 270. Westbound Highway 70 now, it's west of Lake St. Louis. Slow stretches all the way out past David Hokel Parkway. Westbound 64, Hampton had it out through Clayton Skinker's a little heavy. It's jammed at Lake St. Louis Boulevard, though, out to Highway 70. South 270 is wide open. Page all the way down to 55, believe it or not. Southbound 55, south of M down toward Highway Z. You've got heavy traffic on the Illinois side. 70 eastbound, delays past Packers Avenue. 64 eastbound jammed, approaching 111 through 157. And westbound 5570 jams at 255, and that goes most of the way to 111. As America celebrates its 250th anniversary, Steve Butts and everyone at Crawford Butts Insurance extend their heartfelt wishes for a safe and joyous summer of celebration. For generations, Crawford Butts has been proud to serve the community. Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. I'm Roger Brand at the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Don't let tax refund worries hold you back. File now with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve, or your money back. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this rush hour ad to keep you calm, which could help your driving. And science says therapy is great for a healthy mindset. So enjoy this 14-second session on us. I think you've done everything right and absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, anything